for
Guys,
my
this changes
GameCube.
everything.
No more Strahd, we're playing a Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles RPG.
New plan.
New plan.
Same characters, new setting.
The session is canceled. It doesn't come out for a while.
Well, there's like the third one this week, huh?
Okay.
Well, I'm glad I could provide good news anyway.
NJ is recording. Everything is great. We are recording. Hello, everyone, and welcome to session 5, excuse me, of... Right? No, fuck. This is session 4. Yes. Session 4 of Curse of Strahd. A couple of things for housekeeping before we get started. When you guys first got to Vallaki, I described a gentleman posting up a sign as being like Igor-like and kind of like hunched over and like really kind of ugly. That was incorrect. I was looking at the wrong character. He is in fact a taller, kind of burly, bald man with one arm and a massive axe on his back. I don't know if you guys got his name, but that is who you saw as you entered. Let me double check. You guys have a cart. You guys told you people some stuff. Oh, and to clarify, there was a little bit of confusion based on Electrum. Electrum is 5 silver pieces, so half a gold piece. That's just for everyone right off the bat. There was a bit of confusion earlier. And yeah, so last session, what had occurred was you guys were in Vallaki. It was a long time ago, I know. You guys had arrived in Vallaki and begun your investigation, trying to find a way onward to Krezk in order to drop off both Irina and Ismark. While there, you happened upon a gentleman who was kind of a colorfully dressed man and a bit of an entertainer. And through some very intelligent detective work, you guys figured out that he is in fact the subject of the reading you had received from Madame Ava. And discussed with him a little bit and decided he was going to stay in order to figure out a little bit more about what he was investigating himself there, while you guys continued on to drop off the Kolyanoviches to Krezk. You guys arrived at Krezk, and we finished out the session with you guys having a bit of a confrontation with the guards at the Krezk gates, who then fetched the burgomaster, who came out and told you guys that he would not open the gates to you until you arrived with a shipment of wine from the Wizard of Winery. And that is where we left off. You guys are kind of standing outside of the gate. Night is approaching, but you guys feel you could definitely get back to Vallaki before night arrived. What would you guys like to do? If anything.
If I remember correctly, we were going to head back to Vallaki before we proceeded forward.
Right.
Yeah. I think we were headed back to take Ismark and Irina back there. Cause
okay.
What else are we gonna do?
Right.
I kicked dirt at the door because I'm mad at them for not letting us in.
Yes, they are jerks. Okay, if you guys are setting out then, and we don't have any... Oh, by the way, Mike, you are not present at this point in time.
Mm-hmm, I'm staying quiet.
Okay, good. Don't say a word. If I hear you talk at all, you're out. You're gone. Okay.
I go a level horse and drag these lovely people behind me with the cart.
Okay. You guys make your way through the woods here. Getting to about this point. We'll say about here. As you guys are kind of getting closer to the river, and you guys are making your way down. It's been pretty quiet lately. As a matter of fact, the trees and the forest around you has kind of fallen to a very, very still kind of noise level as you guys continue down this road here. Eventually, as you're moving, you watch as a cloaked figure steps out of the woods and stands in the center of the road. They have a dark hood up. It's kind of long. It sticks out from their head quite a distance. You see they have a hand on their belt, and coming out from beneath their dark robes, you see two almost avian legs, like thin, almost scaly kind of bird legs. As you guys are coming up, let me check something real quick. Olivia, as you guys are approaching, you kind of hear a bit of like a flapping of wings nearby, and you look around. You realize all the trees in this area are covered in perched ravens who are all staring directly at your party.
Oh fuck. Can I run with this car?
You're just gonna take off
Yes.
toward the hooded figure.
No, I like stammer. I stop and then like stare around then because I don't know where to go. I just start huffing I make a lot of noise and like get everybody's attention.
All right. It's okay. There's just a fella up there. These birds are all looking at us. That's strange.
I spit.
As you mentioned one, it kind of caws.
Oh, right.
And you watch as the hooded figure, kind of standing there, his hand on his belt, looks up to you, and you can't see his face or anything because the big hood he's got on his head, and it kind of looks up at all of you, and you hear a voice say, "What did you do to the boy?"
Well, nice to meet you too. My name is Viola, and what's your name? We're coming through here. We got somewhere we need to be, so if you don't mind stepping aside, we'll go on about our way.
It kind of. One of you fiddled with the mind of a boy in Vallaki. To what end?
The horse rolls its eyes.
I kind of.
Well,
I kind of look over at James. I'm like, did we do anything? I don't remember.
well, we is a very subjective term. I did a bit of poking around. I will admit it is against my nature with which to lie. It is a very complex situation that I find myself in to explain the motives of myself. But
Try your best.
I have a friend, potentially a mutual friend, who is interested in. I kind of like give him an up and down look. You and your friends.
He doesn't move.
And he is simply trying to ascertain the nature of your. He once again gives the man a look. Nature.
What did you do to the boy?
Oh, nothing serious, of course. Just a little mental probing, if you will. Just a quick glance over the pages of which he has written his memories.
As you're kind of speaking, one of the ravens flies down from the branch and lands on the side of the cart and just kind of looks up at you, James, and cocks its head.
I mean, I've told all there is to tell. I don't have any ill intentions, nor do I think my friend does either, but I'd understand your hesitation and, well, your concern for what has happened here.
Well, James, dear, who are these folks with? This bird fella. Who are you with? She says. She kind of like juts her chin out at him. What's
Who are
your
you
name?
with?
I'm. Well, I used to be with a good old ship back in the day. That was a long time ago. I'm with myself, and I'm with these bunches right now.
And we're with a lady from Daggerford who is trying very desperately to have the encroaching mists disappear from her land.
You're not from
We-
around here.
No, of course not.
I take it you are from around here. Are you
I
gonna?
belong to a group
All
called the
right.
Keepers of the Feather.
Oh, interesting.
We had a powerful artifact here used to fight the Devil Strahd, but it has been lost. Our leaders run the Wizard of the Wines, but it has been taken. If you get it back, you can count us as allies. And then the Raven kind of steps forward. Is anybody in the front of the cart?
I think James Ian would be in like the shotgun seat.
Well,
Okay.
yeah.
What do you consider the front?
I don't think he considers a live a horse a person worth talking to at this moment.
Mm,
I would be
He
in,
kind
yeah, I would be in the cart. Right.
Offensive words from a man who's a bird.
right?
I'll have you know. He kind of walks up to James, then I guess, and you watch as he reaches into one of his heavy sleeves and one of his longer, like kind of almost like wizard sleeves, and pulls out what seems to be some kind of ragdoll. Its limbs kind of hang off to one side. Its head kind of lolls back, and he kind of steps forward and he hands the doll up to you.
James is going to take it, of course.
Sometimes that doll brings us some luck, and in some cases, an ally. Keep an eye out. If you see any of my people outside of the winery, you can trust them. And he kind of pulls his hood back, and you see he's got a raven-like head with a long beak kind of sticking out. And he kind of cocks his head up at you, and he looks at the rest of the party.
Is he about to leave?
In a moment,
I get out of my horse shape. I look at everybody and I go, "What's wrong with you? Don't you ask any questions?" Sir, you said the Wizard of the Wines have been overtaken by what?
by the Druids of Yesterhill.
And he's not at all, like, weirded out that I just was a horse and now I'm not.
Not at all.
He said druids of what?
Of Yesterhill.
Yesterhill? Where's that abouts?
South of the winery. There's a intersection up ahead. If you take the eastern road and follow it south, it'll bring you down to Yesterhill.
Right.
Why did they take it?
To be fair, I don't really know.
Well,
But
do
they
these-
cause a lot of problems for travelers.
Oh. Yeah, I know a few druids in my time, and they seem like fine folk.
Well,
Do these druids they follow that Strahd fella?
they do. I'm sure you've heard. Have you run into them?
No, we hadn't met the druid, but we did see the Strahd fella. He is quite nice, I have to say.
No, if you remember correctly, we
Steps
did
back
meet
as
that.
you say that.
Well,
They don't speak for everyone.
well, I don't know him that well, but we met him once, and he seemed quite kind.
I think cordial is the word you're looking for.
Well, yeah, he was quite
Sociable.
cordial. He is a noble, and I've known a few nobles, and they seem like fine folk. Then again, I like most everyone.
I climb out of the harness that I'm wrapped up in, probably, and I go up to the man and I go, what's your name, sir?
My name's Adrian.
Adrian, if we were to take care of this for you, get it figured out, where could we find you and let you know?
We'll be just north. There's a copse of trees just north of the Wizard of the Wines. You'll find me and my family in there.
What kind of danger should we expect?
An army of twig blights. I don't know their exact number, and they blend in with the shrubs that surround the winery, so it's impossible to tell. But they are numerous.
Do I know what twig blights are?
That's mighty interesting. You know, back in the day on one of my ships, I must have been like 30, 33 or so, there was a captain that had himself a twig blight. It was a little friend he had on the ship with him. Honest to Timora, this twig blight would kind of like move around the ship and do things for the captain, that type of thing. I'm not lying. I swear to Timora, that's what I saw. And these twig blights, they're of the forest, right? They're made of wood or something like that.
Made of twigs.
Ah.
Hence the name.
Do I know anything about twig blights?
Make a nature check. You run into them. Roll at advantage.
Okay.
Yeah, 17. You remember running into them as you were making your way to Vallaki before.
We
when,
saw them, but we didn't really interact with them.
When you encountered them, because Viola said no to that encounter and was just like, no, never mind. Which I respect.
Yeah, I just wanted them to go about their business and that type of thing. So I think we can take care of some twig blights. They're like wooden kind of like little running around creatures and that type
Well,
of
it's not just some. There's at least 20 that broke into the winery.
Oh, okay. That's
And the druids have probably been very busy making more.
I figured it was a few of them. So that's quite a bit more than a few. Right. And
If you get the winery, we'll be able to deliver wine to everybody and kind of make life a little easier for all the people here.
Yeah.
For doing this trouble for you, would we be able to take a cart full of wine for ourselves?
Well,
for our troubles.
We had delivery scheduled to Kresk, Vallaki, and Barovia. If you're willing to, you can certainly accompany one of the carts. But we have to see
Kresk?
To Kresk, yes. We have to see exactly what our stock is before we go handing out wine to people.
This seems enjoyable. We might accept this.
Well, that's good to
hear.
And
I look back at Viola and I go, was that good? I don't.
Oh yeah, that's fine. We'll do your thing. And our reward, what'd you say? I'm sorry, I didn't catch it. What did you say our reward was? 10 gold, you said? 10 gold apiece?
We get to accompany the delivery to Kresk.
I thought I heard 10
a place
gold
that
apiece.
we need to get in.
I thought I heard
Viola.
10 gold apiece. What?
You didn't.
I'm talking to the fella.
I know, but you didn't. Oh.
No, I don't reckon I did. My hearing, it comes and goes. It's just kind of not great sometimes, but yeah.
He kind of nods. He kind of nods and he just says, "You should get that checked out." And then you watch as he just suddenly kind of morphs into the shape of a raven, and flaps his wings, a smaller, normal-sized raven, and just fucking takes off. And as he goes, you watch as all the other ravens. Let me give you an exact number to show you how bad this would have gone.
I'll be damned. What about you, Olivia? Can you do that thing?
Soon.
Oh, I see. Okay.
You watch as 12 other ravens lift off from all the branches and just begin following him southward toward what you presume to be the winery.
Well, I mean, I guess we could go take care of this. I mean, do we want to do this in the morning though, or tonight, or like we could
It's
get two birds with one stone? Part of the pun. And I'm like looking around for any stragglers.
well, I did
No.
pay good money for a room at the tavern, but I suppose we could do it now. What's the light? What's the light like? How much time are we working with?
You've got I forgot what I said exactly, but I guess you could say we will say probably about an hour and a half until sunset.
Yeah, we should definitely wait until morning. I highly doubt that facing an army of twig blights is going to be any easier in the dark.
Okay, well, we're gonna have to pull the cart.
Can you not transform again?
Nope.
I would do it, but my hip's acting up. Oh, it pains me.
Oh, like your ears?
Yeah,
You should go to the doctor.
I've been to plenty of doctors. I've got appointments in my appointment book that I got planned to come up. But my hip's hurting today, so I can't really. I need to be on the cart.
Ismark kind of speaks up. We could just leave the cart.
That's a great idea. Let's do that.
Do we really need it?
Oh, I guess
Nope.
I guess I could walk. I could try.
Well, it'll probably still be here when we come back.
Right.
Let's park it on the side of the road or something.
Yeah.
All right. Ismark kind of hops down, and Irina hops down as well, and kind of just helps you kind of parallel park the cart on the side of the road there. And then you guys set off for Valaki?
Yeah.
Yep. Totes.
And away we go.
And away you go indeed. The rest of the way is goes by without issue until you reach about these crossroads here. Can I ask, whoever received the doll, what did you do with it?
I suppose James is gonna. James doesn't have a back, so I suppose he's just gonna throw it in the chest. He like holds over, he like carries on his back.
Oh fuck! Oh yeah, is he have a big ass chest for no reason? Well, are you? So you're carrying that now? You took it off the cart?
Yeah, I got enough carry weight to do it.
Okay. James, you are walking, and as you're carrying it, and it's a bit heavy, and then it starts getting a little heavier, and you're like, "Did I fucking put some rocks in here or something?" What? And you're walking a little further and a little further, and you get to the crossroads, and suddenly it's unbearably heavy, and it's like gotten to the point where you can't take another step.
Bloody Moses, what is going on in here?
Oh no,
James, did you
Who's
put
I
somebody in
promise
your...
I promise there's no kid in here.
Is
oh,
there
the fuck?
anyone out there?
What the fuck?
who's in
That's
there?
not normal.
James.
Well,
is
open
going
it!
to- James is gonna open the chest.
I would ready a firebolt.
I'm gonna get some rocks ready.
Come out, shoot. I'm gonna-
Magic stone.
I step out. I'm like, well, I'm gonna blast whoever you are in there. I'm gonna blast you silly. You come out with a weapon in your hand, coming at us.
I'm getting some rocks.
So, Mike, as this chest is opened, and your form rises, describe what the party sees.
So this dark figure sort of stumbles out and lands on the ground and slowly tries getting to its feet, but you can see its leg bends at a weird angle, and it kind of starts to like strengthen a little, and you notice that he's got kind of a fuzz going on, and then it starts to form into an actual like flesh and blood covered in pants leg, and then his arm's kind of flapping, and he like straightens it out, and it turns into an arm, and these two big sort of lengths are just flopping from his head, and he slowly smooths them out into these big ass like Loki helmet horns, and he pulls his hood off, and he's wearing this long leather trench coat, belt buckles sort of thing going on, dangling undone. He's got a beautiful silver bow on his back and a quiver made of this thin black silk that seems to be held together almost magically just into its shape. It doesn't have anything around it that should hold it into shape, but it's just this black silk, kind of like a fabric. And he stands up and he goes, "Oh, what? You're not supposed to put me into closed containers. That's rude."
I throw a rock at him.
He pulls out his bow.
What are you doing?
Back in the face. Pulls out the bow. Pulls back on the string, and an arrow appears. It's like on fire, and he goes, "Hey, no, rude, very rude.
Rude. I'm the rude one. Okay.
We're the
You are the rude one. You threw a rock at me.
You were in our.
You were in our chest.
You stuffed me in a chest."
Who did? Not me.
No.
Not Olivia. None of us did. How'd
Points the
you
arrow at James. All right, box boy, what's going on?
Well, if we're being honest here, I think this is a gross misunderstanding. I put a doll in that box.
Yeah, I'm the doll.
No, you're a person.
I'm a doll. I'm cursed. It's a bit complicated
Oh,
for rock throwing people, but I've been cursed, so sometimes I'm a doll. It's easy to understand.
no,
oh.
no. I know plenty about magic. And can I roll an Arcana to properly try to suss out like what he's telling me into actual sense in the way of spells and that type of thing?
Sure, go right ahead.
I'm gonna look through the rest of the chest looking for the doll that
I'd
should
like
be
to roll
there.
insight on all these strangers.
Sure, go ahead. They seem friendly.
Except that Olivia girl.
No, you don't really get a good read on him. Viola, however, you remember some very powerful transmutation magic that can be applied long term onto people. It's nothing that you're capable of at the moment, but you have certainly heard of similar effects. Maybe not exact spells, but certainly things of that nature.
Okay.
And you know this place is really fucking weird.
Yeah.
I'm looking for the doll in the chest.
Roll investigation.
Cassius points his arrow at her and says, "Hey, stop! Stop fiddling!
There was a doll in here.
I'm the doll!"
There is no doll in there, Olivia.
All right, Olivia.
So you also stole our doll.
What, the Ravens give it to you and not tell you what's up with it?
Well, they told us that it. What did they say, James? Damn it! He said something about
Bring a bit of good luck in trying
Right,
times
they
is
didn't
what we
say
were
that
told.
some fella would just pop out of a chest.
Oh, those fucking riddle talkers. Look, he lowers his bow. The arrow disappears. He puts the bow on his back, he raises his hands. My name is Cassius Rhodes, and sometimes I turn into a doll.
Well, that actually sucks. Sorry about that.
Oh, thanks. Hadn't
Well-
noticed.
I sometimes turn into a horse, so that kind of makes sense.
Is it by choice?
Most of the time.
Don't compare your hardships to mine, sweetheart.
It's not a hardship. It's actually really cool.
Where are we?
What did you do?
What do you mean, what did I do?
What did you do to make someone curse you?
Honestly, I'm not sure. Just kind of happened.
I want to inside check
Who
that.
did it happen around?
Uh,
I'm inside
Chris?
checking that statement, Chris.
didn't really talk about that, Chris.
You were you had come here and you were investigating the old bone grinder.
Ah, nice. Well, I went near a windmill, you know, as you're one to do when you're looking for folks, and yeah, I smelled a really good smell, and then I woke up a little whiles away from that, and some ravens were helping me pluck stuffing out of my mouth. And then sometimes I just turn into a doll. It's a bit shit, really.
No doubt.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, when you're this doll, I don't guess you see what's happening around you, and
A little bit.
hmm,
Bits and pieces.
Well, that'd be pretty nice to get put somewhere and get information.
Would be.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's a curse, not a blessing.
At that moment, you guys hear in the distance, from in the direction of Valaki, the sound of bells, like 4 or 5 of them going off simultaneously. Ding ding, ding ding, ding ding.
I look at Irina and Ismark. Do you know what that means?
Irina it sounds like, I don't know. It sounds like church bells or something.
You
Maybe
two
a
look
warning?
like bona fide Barovians.
Sort of, I suppose. We've been here for our whole lives. It sucks.
Yeah, I've
That's
noticed.
everything. That I don't know. Sometimes in Barovia they use bells for warnings.
We should go check it out.
Now, why should we do that?
Because people could be hurt.
All right.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I start going.
Now, can you
Alright.
kindly step out of my chest so I can pick it up?
I'm not. Well, was kind of comfy. He steps out of it. Walks over to the cart. So you don't. Oh, points to Olivia.
No, the cart's like back here.
Card's gone.
Oh, okay. Hang on. Yeah, fair. All right.
Yep, you're hoofing it.
Is,
No pun intended.
we had a barrel of water. Is that in the cart?
I would imagine so.
Presumably, that's in the cart. Sounds
Yeah. I don't know if anyone's carrying around a big ass barrel of water.
No, but
It's
we need
bigger than I am,
James's
so no.
giant chest.
Hey,
Yeah.
to be fair, it's not a giant chest. It's pretty small, actually. It's like
Oh, I know. I've been inside it.
As you guys kind of, sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, I just trying to process that.
That's why I had him come out half doll, because like there's no way he would have fit in there, right?
You're a bit of a contortionist.
Oh,
It was either that, if they didn't react soon enough, you're just gonna break it.
big Loki horns, man.
Alright, so it's just kind of gradual. It's a gradual shift. So everyone's going?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
I'm hoofing it.
Okay.
At 25 speed.
You guys begin kind of running through the trees here, and eventually come to the gates of Valaki. As you guys arrive, you see that the gate is open, which is strange considering how you guys came in. You guys kind of rush inside. You see that the guards here that are posted here aren't facing towards you. They're not facing the road at all. They're facing back. Their spears kind of shaking in their hands, as they kind of watch as you guys approach. And one
I
of them
take
just goes,
I take some stones in my hand.
they kind of turn like, I wouldn't go in there.
In where?
In the city, there's a tiger.
A tiger.
Oh, what?
My people.
Sound-
I start walking confidently forward.
Look, not to change the subject. Well, we'll walk it in. We're all walking in. He's just talking. Y'all from Waterdeep?
I
No.
come from a small farming city, or it used to be a small farming city, named Daggerford. The name is James D. Beauregard. I am the former owner of the deep blue wildflower. Fuck, I forgot.
You like being called Jimmy?
No, not particularly, but my friends call me Bo, and I will allow you to do so.
Bo's alright.
I'm Olivia. I was in Waterdeep for a few years.
Horsey.
Nope.
Well, you turned into a horse, so
I also turn into a lot of other things.
like.
Like, name an animal.
Trex.
Not yet, but someday.
Did you say Trex?
Trex.
Like a
Very
T-Rex.
T-Rex. Oh, I've only ever read it, so.
And as you guys are surprisingly calmly walking into the city, you come to a bit of a scene closer to the center of town. You see a couple of the guards are kind of huddled in the midst of some buildings, and you see kind of standing in the courtyard, you see the same one-armed man with the axe kind of standing in this in like the center of town, the town square, his axe kind of brandished at his side, and before him, a few feet in front of him, you see a giant saber-toothed tiger with armor plating on its head, neck, and back, and covering its legs and everything like that. And you see it's kind of it's almost frothing at the mouth as it's kind of down low in a low stance and gets ready to bite. Roll me some initiative. Wait, don't roll yet.
Nope, don't write
I wanted to try something.
Is anybody else hearing a haunting echo whenever
yeah, there
people?
was
Yes.
a little bit of an echo.
I am a dark lord.
I wanna try a thing first.
You can
You can try
do it on your turn because these motherfuckers is fighting.
Aw.
Let me put you on your map.
Ooh.
And everyone click your token and roll me some initiative.
Yay, I'm still green. Oh, well, that's on brand.
Would you be upset, Chris, if I moved my token where I would have been likely?
Sure, yeah. I'd say within
Really wanna
like
trade?
within 30 feet of like this of where you are right now.
James Dean does it again.
Jim Dean.
Jimmy Dean is not my lover.
Look, Jimmy Dean was fun, but I realized I can't play a Curse of Strahd game as a character called Jimmy Dean.
Buddy, you're playing a Curse of Strahd character who is about as opposite of Curse of Strahd, but still making it work. Like, come on, you could probably make it work if it was Jimmy Dean.
That's the secret.
I cannot believe
I make a
it.
wonderful breakfast bowl. You should try it sometime.
I literally never roll initiative well. Anytime I'm playing. Andreth can attest, because her and me are usually in the same boat in this game.
I'm not gonna
In
roll
the
for the
TOA game
guards.
that Amy was DMing, my character befriended a Triceratops, and I'm really hoping I can make this happen with the saber-tooth tiger.
Are we just assuming that all these dudes aren't enemies?
You just walked up on the scene. You see a tiger about to munch on a dude's face, and you see a bunch of guards, kind of scared, very terrified, kind of standing around it with their weapons out.
So the answer is talking as a free action.
Yeah. James Dean Beauregard, you are up first.
Well, I see this terrifying animal, and I, James Dean Beauregard, am of course familiar with the occasional mountain lion. This is, however, is just a tad bit bigger, but I suppose it is the same principle. James is going to move forward 30 feet. Are these 5 foot? 1, 2,
Yeah, they're 5 foot.
3.
Very rarely will I have 10-foot squares because I hate 10-foot squares.
Well, 1E D&D hates you too.
Alright, that's fine. I've lived with worse enemies.
And then James is going to cast Animal Friendship. He's going to unsheath the dobro and cast
Yes!
Animal Friendship.
Yes!
Put the thing in the chat.
I'm putting a thing in the chat.
I kind of love that it's just become a thing at this point that we can just shut down all fights.
I can also talk to it.
I'm a blaster, and I'm gonna just not do anything and love every second of it this entire campaign.
We're not here to, we want to just make friends. Viola certainly just is like, everyone needs to calm down. We don't
Fucking A.
See, that's how
Oh
it feels.
my
Oh
God.
yeah, that's how it is. Yeah, yep.
Alright, you believe you have charmed the beast.
Oh, now hold on,
I wanna
gentlemen.
talk to it.
Hold on just a moment. We do have I do believe the beast here itself is the music doth soothe the savage beast, and we do have someone here who can, of course, talk to it. There's no need for any bloodshed for ourselves or the beast, of course. I understand the panic, but let's just take a moment to all be calm here.
What the bloody fuck?
You watch as
And,
oh, go ahead.
oh no, he's just kind of like hand the stage over to Olivia.
Okay, you watch as the one-armed axeman kind of stands there for a second, and he's just kind of breathing heavily in front of the beast. And you watch as he turns, and you see he's got like these wild eyes as he looks at you. And you watch as he kind of looks past you, and you kind of follow his gaze for a second to Irina. However, right now it is the saber-toothed tiger's turn, and the saber-toothed tiger is going to use all of its movement to slink past everyone. Everyone's kind of like shocked by the general state of affairs at this moment, and the one-armed axeman is a little bit distracted, so nobody takes an attack of opportunity. And you watch as the saber-tooth tiger kind of walks right up to James Dean Beauregard and just kind of it purrs, and kind of rubs its head against you, like against your leg, kind of getting a little bit low and rubbing its head against you. And I guess that's the combat.
Now, just a fun fact. Apparently, big tigers they're not able to purr, apparently. And so they'll close their eyes to show affection. And I thought that was cool.
Aww. I want to
Well,
talk.
this one can, Mike.
That's fine.
This is fantasy.
This is fantasy saber-tooth tiger. Olivia, what do you say to the saber-tooth tiger? That's it.
I go, hey there. How are you? Are you okay?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
Why were you attacking the town?
Well, there were these assholes who hit my cart, and I
Those
got really, really
assholes.
mad.
Oh my goodness. Where? Here in town?
They aren't far. Probably at the tavern.
Oh, those assholes. What? Why did they hit it?
I don't know, they were acting strange. They couldn't stand up straight.
Oh, they were drunk. They had too much catnip.
Catnip? Do you have catnip?
I don't, but I could probably grow you some eventually.
Let me get some of that good stuff.
Are you hungry?
Do you have food?
Get you some food.
I like meat. Meat's good.
Meat? Okay, yeah, we could get you some meat.
What's she doing?
I'm talking to the cat.
Oh no! Don't bring attention to me, please. I'm gonna just. And he like.
What's your name?
My name is a good name that I have to look up. I have
You're a
to look
smart
up.
cat.
The cat sits down and pulls out a little journal.
That's keeping the streak alive.
I don't know. I don't know what my name is.
If you could pick yourself a name, what would it be?
Something cool.
Okay.
It
All right.
borders.
Black Razor.
Black Razor. You like that name?
Damn, that is cool.
All right.
Like
Everybody,
a warrior cat name.
everybody, this is Black Razor.
That's a pretty cool name.
That's what now? He called it. What kind of name is that for a cat?
Sounds like a-
He picked it. Don't insult him.
Bramble pelt.
Bramble pelt.
Oh.
Okay, he's indecisive.
What about Fluffy Boy? I like
Oh,
that.
Black Race is so
Oh.
much cooler.
But I feel like Bramble Pelt fits his coat color better, which of course keeps in canon with the warrior's books.
You know,
Okay.
it's kind of annoying that the spell lasts for 24 hours. 'Cause I'd really like to bite everyone's throat here.
Now,
What's he saying?
you don't know. It's fine.
He said, "What's he saying?" He didn't say, "Oh, that."
I know. I know. And that's my response. Okay. So you can't eat people here, okay? Or else they'll attack you again.
Maybe.
Is no one here a music person? One of the music people?
We got music people. And I tap James. I'm like, oh
No.
no.
No,
What?
no, the darker skinned music people.
Darker skinned music people. Well,
Vistani.
Oh, you like the Vistani?
I like to eat the Vistani.
Well, I mean, at least you have a preference.
Where's Rictavio?
Oh, okay. How about my friends go and get Rictavio? Is that your handler?
He's my.
Is he your
Partner.
friend? Your partner? Friend? Okay.
We're on equal footing.
How about you and I go back to where your card is, and my friends go get Rictavio and bring him to us?
Oh,
Is that okay? Because you can't go where he's at because there's a lot of people there that are going to be scared.
okay.
Okay. I look at everybody else. I'm going to take him back to his cart. Can you guys bring our friend from the bar, Wait, was that his real name? Or hang on.
Rictavio?
Yeah, that was right. Rictavio.
Yeah, can you guys bring Rictavio to his cart?
Yeah, I'll go get him.
Olivia, if it's all the same, I think I'll stay with you just in case.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with the lady, with Mum. Yeah. You don't mind, do you?
Oh, no. Oh, by the way, my name is Viola Alabaster. It's quite nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Viola.
Right. You're an interesting type. That curse of yours, you reckon there's a way to remove it?
I'd hope so, but I'm not necessarily sure. I'm a little focused on other things at the moment. I could probably live with this if it meant,
Right.
getting
Well,
other stuff done.
it's certainly interesting. I'll do a little research. I've studied magic all my life, pretty much. There might be something that could be done.
Yeah, I know some people who'd probably be able to handle it. I just need to not be here.
Right, you and me both.
Yeah, seems to be going around. What about you? And he kind of looks down at Mirabel's.
What about me?
I don't know. What's your story? I feel like this conversation's happening while we're walking, right?
Is everyone moving?
Cassius would probably want to get moving.
Yeah, I'm
Okay, so
moving to get Rictavio to come out to his cart.
Yeah,
okay,
Cassius.
We're taking Bramble Pelt back to the cart.
okay, so you guys managed to get about here, and you guys move up to about here. When you watch as the man with with one arm and the axe points his axe towards Irina and says, "She needs to come up to the burgomaster's mansion for questioning."
Why?
Arrow out, pointed at guy.
This isn't gonna go well. She comes with me.
Not.
No,
Well,
she
give us
doesn't.
a good reason.
No.
See, Irina's kind of,
Do you know this guy? Do you know this chump?
no,
Is he hurting you?
no.
You good?
I don't know who this guy is.
Oh.
And he says,
then-
"Now!"
Oh.
Look. My name is Viola, dear. What is your name?
They're rebels. Take them down. Roll.
Bramble Pelt!
We're gonna stick with initiative.
Oh,
We're just gonna start over.
okay.
Son of a bitch.
We're gonna totally use Bramble Pelt in this fight!
Apparently we're the rebels now. Perfect.
James Dean, you're up first. What would you like to do?
James Dean's gonna whip out the dobro again.
Dobro?
This is your instrument, right?
Yes.
Love it.
And he is, of course, going to cast his favorite spell.
Give me one sec.
Yep.
He's gonna cast Charm Person.
All right. I'm guessing the guy.
Yeah.
I think the funniest part is it's super on brand for Jake's character.
Fucking kidding me.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
So if we charm Strahd, we win, right?
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I didn't realize that we were being aggressive. Surely this is a misunderstanding.
Anything? All right, cool. Fuck it.
Chris, no!
It kind of looks it looks to you, Beauregard, and he just kind of stands there for a second. She's gotta come up to the mansion.
No, I assure you she doesn't. For unless you have some sort of does need, and by need I do mean legal need. I'm afraid she's going to stay with us. I'm sure you'll understand. We will be in time for.
She's my sister.
No, I don't believe she is.
She is. Look at her.
I'm looking at her, and I'm looking at you, sir, and I don't mean to offend, but I don't see the passing resemblance at all.
If I
Twice
can,
the arms as you.
if I may interject, as you kind of look back and forth between them, you see that this guy does he's got the same skin tone as Irina, as well as despite the fact that he looks to be a little bit more weathered, a little bit older, a little bit more. He looks like he's got a little bit more worry on his face. There is a bit of a resemblance between them.
Oh well, I'm sure you'll understand if we can discuss this, but we'd like to do it in a more public place, such as the tavern, for instance,
Or in the morning.
or in the morning.
Or never.
Or never.
We can discuss this tomorrow afternoon after we've gotten up and had breakfast.
Fine. We talk tomorrow. Okay.
And
He just kind of stands there.
Very good. Why?
What an
Why,
oddly
thank-
understanding guy.
Well, he is. All you need to do is understand each other and talk to each other and just talk it out, that type of thing. I mean, sure, we're probably going to run into something that'll want to tear our faces off, but right now, we can be friends with all these folks and get to know them and that type of thing.
Oh, no, charm person. My mom used to do that on me. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Oh, your mom? Your mom?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's not okay.
Yeah.
That was your mom.
It's a little fucked up, right?
Yeah.
Isaac.
One of them.
I look at them and I go, it'd be real nice if you could get back to the cart in a hurry.
Yeah, well, I reckon we ought to do that. Let's go get Ryu.
I'm like
Alright,
thinking like how long of an hour is left.
Calm
So-
down, Olivia. You're so impatient.
So what makes her so important, and who's the stiff?
We promised to protect her, and I don't know.
Oh.
They're just trying to get me to Kresk.
That place is hard to get into.
It is. We have to free the winery if we want to try and get in.
I could go for some wine.
I don't know who that guy is.
He knows you.
Apparently. And Ismar kind of stands there. If I see him again, I'm going to cut his other arm off.
Alright, enough peacocking.
I
You
wonder
look
if he's
tough.
the one who's making all the creepy dolls.
What?
Who has that? Does Olivia have that?
Yeah, I have it.
Okay. We found a shop. We found a shop with a man who makes.
Are you... Sorry, not to cut you off. Are you guys walking away from this so I can take it off this map?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm gonna pull out the Bat Mobile.
I just
Pause is
got that
important.
pun. I just got that pun.
You put it in there.
No, it was in the thing. It's in
Yeah.
it's in the book. I didn't realize it.
Eli told me that, like, a couple sessions ago after the session. You didn't point it out to him then?
We assumed he
That's
got
what I
it.
called it.
I'm such an idiot.
Phoenix down. Sorry.
Go on. God.
And he had a whole bunch. He said that somebody was having him make dolls that looked exactly like a friend here.
Oh, that's the kind of voodoo shit I'd be interested in finding out more. It might actually tell me more about who might have cursed me. Or, well, more about who the curse is, anyway.
Well, I can certainly show you the shop.
That'd be wonderful, but we should probably do this.
Oh yeah. No,
man
like,
first.
maybe on our way out of town or something.
Yeah.
You guys, those of you making your way to the stockyard are eventually led to this area down here. So those of you going there can feel free to move their pieces there, walking kind of away from the crowded areas, like the center of town and everything like that. Trying to walk back roads to get the saber-tooth tiger there without issue. The rest of you, however, who are heading to the tavern to get Rictavio, are going to stop here. And as you guys kind of step up, you see two drunk gentlemen kind of standing on the porch of the tavern, kind of looking at each other. And you see Rictavio running his hands through his hair. He says, "What the hell? What the hell happened?"
Well met, Rictavio. Well,
Did my tiger get out of its cage?
Yeah, your tiger got out and threatened some folks, and we took care of it for you.
Did-
You really ought to tie it up better if you want it to not, go about the town and rip people's shreds and that type of thing.
Let's go to my cart.
Yeah, let's
Come with me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And he leads you. Sorry, go ahead.
Do you have meat at your cart, or should we get some here?
I have. There's a bit. There's a bit there
Okay.
we can grab.
So what's
Was
this
hungry.
guy's deal?
I can bill you. Are you friends? Friends?
Yeah, we're getting there.
Is he cool? He kind of leans over. Is he cool?
Yeah,
Oh, I'm cooler than you.
Very good. To the stockyard. And he leads you guys to the stockyard, and you guys all meet up eventually here. Oh, whoops! I latched on to James Dean Beauregard there. So you guys all eventually meet up there. You guys lead the tiger back into the cart. However, the back door of this cart is just it's just in splinters. And you just see Rictavio walk up, and he goes, "Oh, fuck. That's going to be expensive."
Yeah, it is. Is this just a pet of yours, or do you use him, for protection?
You can think of him as a bit of a companion. I was going to, I use him to sniff out Vistani spies.
Oh.
Wouldn't you want to use
He
a
says
dog
he
for
likes
that?
eating them.
Yes, that's kind of my intent.
Also, we should probably identify that he has chosen the name Bramblepelt for himself.
Oh, I guess I forgot to name him.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Oh my goodness. So first it was the
Bramblepelt
monkey,
it is.
and now it's this that you can't even name?
I have many things on my mind, dear girl.
Mm-hmm.
What are you all doing back in Vallaki?
Well, it's funny you should ask that. We went over to the next town over, and they closed out their gates to us. A very insular community. They told us we could gain access if we could obtain some wine from the Wizards of the Winery. However, there's been a snag there too. We plan on doing so tomorrow morning.
Oh, that's intelligent. Thank you for getting my tiger. I suppose it'd be a little too much to ask for a little help in repairing this door.
I can help with that.
Can you?
I think so.
Oh, that would be lovely.
Pretty good with tools.
I would be happy to compensate you for your time. I don't have much, but there's something that for sure.
I would help, but I'm no good with a hammer. I hit my my thumb as many times as I hit a nail. So.
Oh no, I understand. Your hands are quite dainty.
Oh, why? Thank you, dear.
It's been quite a while, but I do remember when we raised the third barn at our plantation. I should be able to help.
All right. And with that, those of you who are staying behind to help, I believe Mirabelle, I think you're the only one who's actually have. Actually, do you have proficiency in something like this, or does James as well?
James has Jack of all trades, which I don't know if would apply here, but
I mean, I've got my tinker's tools, which I figured could make a decent hinge or something.
There's a little
Maybe a
something, something.
latch.
Yeah, okay, so between all of you, I would say, Mirabelle, go ahead and roll a intelligence check with proficiency, or just roll intelligence check and then add your proficiency and, yeah, add your proficiency. And roll at advantage.
Okay. Any day now. Okay, so
There we
15?
15. Okay. Yeah, with that, I would say you guys kind of use a lot of the spare wood in the stockyard here to kind of get it all together and make a makeshift door to fit on the back of this cart, which should hold pretty well. As you guys kind of settle in, you watch as Rictavio kind of cleans his forehead off. His strangely sweatless brow, but when he wipes with his sleeve, you see that his sleeve is wet. He says, "Thank you. I have a few coins." And he goes up to the front of the cart, reaches inside for a second, and pulls out a bag of 10 gold coins, and hands it to you guys. That's about all I can spare for now, but unfortunately, money isn't worth much here.
James holds up his hands. Well, James is going to abstain from taking any.
Oh, why, thank you. Yeah, it was a real bad break there. Maybe you ought to buy a better cart.
Yeah, it seems I will have to.
Yeah, not just wood.
You
Maybe,
can leash train him.
yeah, train him not to jump out of there, or feed him better. Either one might do the trick.
As you guys are discussing, you see he kind of lifts his gaze and looks over everyone's shoulders, and you hear him switch accents again. So, yes, thank you for your help. You were very helpful to me, Rictavio. Are those your friends?
Who's behind us?
And you guys turn, and you see the one-armed man standing there, a
Uh-oh.
look on his face of pure rage, as behind him you see a mass of about 20 to 30 guards.
Oh no.
All right. Well, this is awkward.
It's like Chris is getting the combat he wanted.
I have
Look.
faced worse odds. I will go down dying, and he turns and gets ready to run.
Wait. Why don't we just have the conversation, you guys?
This doesn't look like a conversation party. I feel like the diplomats aren't the first they grabbed when they collected this gang of hooligans.
He points, and he says, "You will leave," and then he points to Irina. "She comes with me."
No.
No!
No,
Been
I'm
over
upset.
this.
That's not going to happen.
I don't like
Then
to
you'll
abandon
die.
women with strange men.
Then you will die, he says.
Well, my goodness, that's escalating a little bit. Very well.
Can't we all
then.
just talk?
Chris, can I nail him with a sleep arrow?
You can wait.
You know what, Olivia? I think we've talked plenty enough. You know what? I'm going to burn your face off right now.
What did I do?
Not yours, the fella.
Oh.
Did you see
Alright.
when I looked away from your face and looked at the other guy's face?
Oh yeah, sorry, my eyes.
This is
I
where
still got them
this is
horse
where,
eyes.
Yeah, virtual kind of loses a little bit when it
Let's
comes
do the
to
combat shuffle.
Don't judge me, but I should have anticipated you guys doing this, but I don't know why I didn't.
Chris, this is the first time I've ever played a bard. I have to do this.
I know, I get it. You guys use the tools at your disposal, but you know what?
Is Bramble
So
what do
you?
still? Hang
If
on.
I- If I bring a bag of punches and you guys bring a bag of dodges, one of us is going to look like an idiot for a little while, and one of us is going to look like an idiot forever.
Chris is turning into the DM who wants to kill players.
Hey, I got a question. I got a quick
Yes.
question. Is Bramble Pelt in his cage?
He's in the cart. He sure is.
Is it closed?
It is closed. You guys just spent the last hour sealing it.
Oh,
Well, we can
nice.
open it.
You could open it, sure, but I didn't put it on this fucking
Oh
thing.
shit! So many people.
Oh crap! Oh crap!
Are we working off the same initiative?
No, we'll re-roll.
Oh, thank God.
All right. I was about to say, is it time for James to try to cast Charm Person again?
Well,
Damn
if
it.
not, somebody
Hold on,
else
don't roll
always
yet.
could.
Oh,
All right, I guess you can. No, you're fine.
okay.
Hello?
Hello.
Oh, sorry. It got cut off
Yes.
for a second. I was confused. Alright, that's
James doesn't have very many combat spells, I realize.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about right.
Sorry, I kept clicking fairy fire. That's my bad.
James was caught very off guard by this.
What? There's time limits on my spells? Yes, there are.
He can only be so charming.
Quite fortuitously.
Look, we got another 23 hour or another 22 hours before I lose the saber-toothed tiger. I got to use everything at my disposal.
Exactly.
I
Yeah.
can't fucking believe, I can't fucking believe Chris didn't just look at you guys' spell lists and then plan around it. This is just...
This is why I told you
definitely
you had to
don't
take
all have
friendship,
that spell.
Michael.
This reminds me of Matt and me not being able to hit him once the entire time he was playing. Fucking Warforged Forge Cleric at 23 AC at level 1. Oh, it was the worst!
Okay, is everyone in?
I'm in.
If you guys don't get in before I do, then there's a huge issue.
Me too, standing by.
Okay. Cool. Olivia, you are up first. What would you like to do? The card is off screen behind you.
Oh, because we're running? I look at everybody, I go, are we running? 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 No?
I mean,
Yeah.
you can certainly try.
That's your call.
I don't know if we're running or not. So, I will do a few things that are non-damage inducing. First of which you could probably guess is fair.
Fairy fire?
I'm gonna try to get this guy, but like center it like there and get 20
Okay.
people. So it
Okay.
should be this guy in this corner. This guy, this guy, this guy,
This
and
guy, these four guys.
people.
Okay.
Well, so it should be 3, 6, 9 guards, and then the guy with no arm.
Okay, one arm. He doesn't have
That
no-
one.
There's like
that
20
one.
gyms from the office with spears in front of us right now.
Yeah, they're just giving those faces like, oh, how did we get roped into? Oh, that's initiative. That's not.
Oh yeah.
That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow, they're rolling great, huh? And then this guy, bam. Cool. So how many failed?
My DC is 13.
Okay, that's
So all of them except 2 guards.
all of them except for, I'm going to say these two. The two up front there. So we're going to do, what's a good, bam.
Oh, I'm glad you
Man.
did that, so now I know who to shoot.
Yep, furs. I mean, you'd be able to tell anyway because they got like, what color is your glow?
A deep purple.
A deep purple. So is it playing like? Kind of
I
like that.
mean, sure. It's just lights though.
Cool. Okay. Anything else?
Then,
Oh, of course
yes.
there's. Of
And
course
then
there's
because I can do this. Hang on one.
more.
So next is oh fuck, we might need something good, like a good little unicorn spirit.
Ooh.
So
Are you able to drop that, or do I need to?
I can do it.
Okay. So you can place that wherever you dang on please.
That is an ugly horse.
Yeah, it looks like a potato.
Whoosh.
They're normally large.
Actually, no. Let's put him out here in case we move forward.
Unicorns are actually colossal if you check in the book.
Unicorn spirit, though, it should say on there, on the thing. It's the last one. The spirit.
Regains hit points equal to your
Yes.
druid level. Is that if you
Whenever-
cast?
Yeah. So you and your allies gain advantage on ability checks made to detect creatures in the spirit's aura. I don't know how much we'll need that, but if you cast a spell using a spell slot that restores hit points, any creature inside or outside the aura, each creature of your choice in the aura also regains hit points equal to my druid level, so 3.
Okay, you're gonna have to keep track of that for me because I'm not gonna remember that shit.
I will, and
Cool.
that is it.
Cool. Right on. It's now Ismark's turn. Ismark doesn't like this guy pointing at his sister, so he's gonna move up on his ass. With advantage to hit, he draws his long sword and short sword, and he goes to town. That's a hit. That's a hit. That's a hit. No, that's not a hit. No, it is. 15. 15 is indeed a hit. For 22 points of damage. As he just kind of goes to work on this guy, just slicing and dicing. Cassius, you're up.
Alright. Sorry, I'm just making sure I got some ranges in mind here. Alright, let me do a measurement. Okay. Cassius is going to move right here. And he is going to pull back on the string. And an arrow just flies right from the quiver into his fingers. You didn't quite see it before, but it just flies right from the quiver into the bow. And it's got a spider on the tip of it. And it's a beautiful glass arrow, and the head of it is like a spider. And he flings it, and it's going to hit in a 20-foot cube centered on there, and I'm going to web
Ooh.
hopefully all those folks. Let me just cast that.
So from here. Yep. Burrs. It's gonna get Ismark too.
I
Do you want to move it back just a little
it's
bit?
conservation. Right from right there, it's going to get Ismark.
If you do it from this spot, you won't.
Is there any way to get this guy and sorry? Is there any way to get like the dude and not Ismark?
Yeah, that's
I would have
what.
to fire it at that point then.
Yeah, that's your spot there. Okay. What's my save? A dex saving throw? Alright, we're gonna do.
Dexterity saving throw against my save of 13.
We're gonna do the guy first, so he makes it. And then that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Do you get those boys too? Yeah. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12. So let's do 12 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
5 of them failed.
5 of them failed. Okie dokie. So we'll do. Hooray. And then they're restrained?
Let me look at the description. Yes, restrained as long as it remains in the webs until it breaks free. Also, just so everybody knows, the flames or the webs are flammable.
Ooh-wee.
Yeah.
Boy, I wish I had combat spell.
I've got Firebolt, and I'm gonna use it.
I got Vicious Mockery going for me, which is
Next.
nice.
Excuse the slow figuring it out. This is the first spellcaster, actually the first wizard I've played in 5th edition, so...
No worries. It's taking me a while, too. Okay, I think that's the right order. It's pretty spread out on who's who. I did it. I tried to do it from left to right and on order and stuff like that. But Yeah, so you got a number of them in your sticky web, your sticky gooey web.
And
And
just kind of exploded like one of Spider-Man's web grenades and just
very good. Anything else?
no, that'll be it.
Cool. Irina's gonna go now. Irina draws her rapier. And she's gonna move up on this boy. No, she's not gonna attack guards yet. This guy Isaac is giving her weird vibes, so she's gonna go up and join her brother. And do some stabbing. That's not one. That's a 19 for 11 points of damage. She kind of runs up with her rapier and stab. Very good. That's all she's gonna do. Let me double check. Oh no, she's gonna. Let me see how much space she has.
Both hits hit, right? Because she had advantage.
Oh, true that. I forgot about that. Yeah, so that's another 7. Thank you for that call.
You got it.
So that's another 7. Cool. He looks okay. He doesn't look too bad off. She is then going to use a bonus action, disengage. And she's going to back up, let's see, 25. She's going to back up, just get out of this reach. Bam, right there. Cool. It's now Boyo's turn, and Boyo's got one Boyo in front of him. And he doesn't like that too much. It's really funny, because on his character sheet, it says Battle Axe two-handed, and I think that's kind of mean. So he's going to make 2 attacks with his Battle Axe, and he's swinging at Ismark. Yikes! So Ismark's going to take a good 21 points of damage as he just brings the axe down to Ismark's shoulder, and he's going to make a second attack. I believe an 18 is going to hit Ismark. Yeah, for 11 points of damage. And he's just going to move around Ismark to get about right there to remain in range of Irina. Mirabelle, it's your turn.
The horse is spectral, by the way, or the unicorn is spectral, so you could be in its space, by the way, just so everyone.
Yeah, I just didn't want to muddy it up.
It's wildly uncomfortable though, because it's just a horse inside you.
Yeah, it's just like the horse gets super weird about people being in its like spectral area.
It has to touch you with its horn the entire
It's like,
time.
oh, what are you doing, Wilbur? Mirabelle, what would you like to do?
Not the horse.
I would like to toll the dead.
Okay, on one-armed Willie.
Yeah.
Okay, go right ahead. Oh, he's gotta make a save. That's a wisdom save. Well, he's really good at these. Don't worry. Yep,
He's already been damaged, though, so it's a D12.
it is. But it
That's
seems
with the.
that's the 3.
Oh, that's a lesser one. Never mind. Oh, shit. Sorry.
It's all good. That was max damage. The other one too. Damn. Okay, that's action. Bonus action. Is there anything? Sorry, is there anything special about your Toll the Dead, or is it just a big bell?
No, little tiny, almost like jingle bells.
Oh.
Very, very small.
But obnoxious.
Yeah.
Right?
Small
It's
and
like-
annoying.
It's like when they put on like a musical production. There's like 90 kids who don't really know how to play instruments, so they just give them all like jingle bells. Ching, ching, ching. Yeah. Okay. Anything else?
No, I think that is it.
Okay. Cool. No movement.
No, I'm gonna stay there for now.
Okay. James Dean Beauregard.
Well, James is going to pull out something he's been waiting to use for a while now.
Mhm.
In a small, semi-bright but not hurtful to the eyes flash of light, James is for a moment much more beautiful. As he uses his bonus action to use Mantle of Inspiration.
Ooh.
At 3rd level, as a bonus action, you can expend one of your uses as a bardic inspiration to grant yourself a wondrous appearance. When you do so, choose a number of creatures you can see and that can see you within 60 feet of you, up to a number equal to your charisma modifier, which is 3. So I'm going to target Ismark, Irina, and I don't know, Olivia, I guess.
Oh.
Okay.
And
Yay, temporary.
choose each of them gains 5 temporary hit points, and when a creature gains these temporary hit points, it can immediately use its reaction to move up to its speed without provoking opportunity attacks.
Yes.
Cool. Irina just 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Ismark stays put.
We switch spots. Her and I, I'm like, nah, I'll go.
As they use a reaction to do that? Yeah.
Yeah, my
Okay.
reaction's gone.
Cool.
And then as his regular action, because he still gets one of those,
He does. That's really funny. That's a bonus action.
James is going to use another one of his spells here.
Okay.
This one's a little different, and he is, of course, going to use it on the one-axed man. He's going to hit him with a Crown of Madness.
Okay. It's a wisdom saving throw?
Yep.
Cool. Hoppa! Ha-ha!
Unfortunately, he wins that one.
That he does. For once. He's not a very wise fella. Anything else?
No, that is the end of James Dean's involvement in this affair.
Okay. It's now the gate guard's turn. Nothing really overtly harmful has occurred to the gate guards, so they're just gonna kind of hang back, their hands kind of questioningly holding their spears as they look to Isaac, who is currently engaged in fisticuffs with Ismark. Yeah, they're not gonna act. Viola, your turn.
Alright. I will do something simple. I will cast Mage Armor on myself because fuck this noise.
Okay.
And I'll class 15 for
Excuse
a
me.
while. Let's see. 8 hours. Yeah, good long time.
Oakley dokley.
Uh-huh.
Well, that's the round then. Olivia, it's your go. Ceremony could be useful. You could have married your friends.
I am going to do something real cool and look at this guy and use Primal Savagery and bite him in the
Oh, jeez.
Yes.
Oh, jumping G. Wilkers. Yeah, 21's gonna hit. Go ahead, roll damage. Well.
Acid.
He goes, ow.
Come on, that was cooler than that. I cast Healing Word on Ismark because I think he's pretty fucked right now.
Yeah, he got pretty beat up. Okay.
Plus 3 to that because of the unicorn.
Because of the unicorn. Because of the Unicron. I got it. Anything else?
No, I just look at him and
Hurrah! Ismark's gonna go.
If you regain hit points, you turn into Galvatron.
I am Galvatron. He's gonna do that.
he has advantage.
That he does. So that's 3 hits and a crit.
That's gross.
So 12 plus 14 is 26.
Oh, he's dual wielding?
He's dual wielding. You see as Isaac kind of steps back a little bit, blood kind of drenching the front of his shirt as has just been kind of sliced and diced by Ismark here, and bit on the ankle by Olivia.
Shin.
The shin. It's a shin bite. Okay.
It's acidic.
He kind of steps back and holds his holds his axe down below at his waist. Cassie, it's your go.
Yeah, Cassius is just gonna look at Irina behind him and just sort of give her a look that says like, "You all right?"
Yeah, fine. This is how we fight.
Behind me. All right. Just wanted to let you know, not much of a wall that you can hide behind. Really, just kind of more made of aluminium. He is going to
It's something.
while he's talking to her, pull back on the bowstring, and the bow's just kind of aimed in the air.
Mhm.
And he's just still talking to her, and then an arrow flies into it, and then pops off and splits into multiple purple arrows. And then, like she looks past him, and they all just into Izek
Okay.
as he does magic missile.
Well, Jinkies.
Why did nothing pop up? Did nothing pop up for you guys, or was that just me?
No.
No, nothing popped up.
No,
No.
no, nothing.
No.
That's
I mean, more nothing.
no. All right.
Okay,
well,
it's
that's-
on.
I'm gonna roll some dice, I guess. 3d4 plus 3.
That's really weird. You know, it might be because the name is because you changed the name on it.
No, because the other.
No, because it worked in the other one.
But I tested them all. I tested them all when I did them, but I had to write some in. The magic missiles I shouldn't have had to write in though, because that should have been in the SRD.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. I don't know.
Well, the never miss magical missiles go pew, 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 and then
Yep.
bam, bam.
You watch as the purple missiles kind of float up into the air and then just kind of reconverge onto Isaac as they impact his neck and shoulders. Anything else?
I'm just gonna real quick, just no, that's it.
Okay. Irina's gonna go
I
now.
changed it to an attack instead of a spell card.
She's gonna move up on him and stab him twice with a rapier.
She has advantage.
So those are both hits and another goddamn crit. So that's going to be 21 points of damage. As he is now not looking very good at all. She bonus action disengages and backs up. That's the wrong thing.
Irina the unicorn.
I have transformed in my true form. Isaac kind of looks to Ismark and sees that he's a little hardier and looks down at the gnome at his feet who just bit him. Realizing he can do a bit more damage, he's going to swing on you, Olivia.
Bring it! I don't know what my AC is, but it certainly isn't over 20.
That's going to be
It's
28.
16.
That's going to be 28 points of damage, as with 2 hits, he comes up with one hand and strikes you in the chest, and then kind of wheels back and swings upward and comes down onto your shoulder with his axe.
I'm unconscious, and the spirit totem's gone.
Bummer. Does
And
the
a
unicorn
living
die the
corpse.
same way Olivia dies?
It goes, no! Olivia!
Did you remember your 5 temporary hit points?
Yeah, that was including that.
Oh, do I get some temporary hit points, or was that specific?
No,
No.
it was
I
3
target
points.
3 people, so I hit Irina, Ismark, and Olivia.
Appreciated that the NPCs got more than us.
Well, they were up front.
I'm
in
teasing.
Cleveland.
I'm teasing.
And he steps down to threaten Irina square as we go to Mirabelle's turn.
Square.
And I'm gonna run up here. And, do the thing that's the reason I'm here. God damn it, work.
Everything okay?
Yes, my spells are being disagreeable, that's all.
Get rid of them.
God damn it.
There we
Oh.
go.
That was...
Ooh.
That could have done better.
It's certainly
But it
something.
works.
Damn it. Okay. So I'm gonna do that. So at least you're conscious now.
Okay.
And I'm gonna... I'm just gonna hit this guy with my quarterstaff.
Okay.
Cause,
That was a healing word, I'm guessing? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that was healing word.
Whap him. You do have advantage. The 21 will hit. Go ahead and roll damage. Oh, yikes. You see that he was not a big fan of that. He's still up on shaky legs as you kind of just crack him in the top of his head with your staff. You see as a wound kind of opens up on his forehead, begins dribbling down his face as you see he's on his last legs, his eyes kind of glazing over. James Dean, what would you like to do?
Actually, fairy fire's gone.
Oh, fairy fire is gone.
Boo. Okay.
So that's gonna actually miss.
Bum, bum.
That's fine. I am very short.
Olivia, would you do me a favor, please?
I'm dying over here. What?
Not Olivia, but Viola, would you do me a favor, please?
Sure.
Can you hold this for just one moment? And he's gonna hand Viola his dobro,
Okay.
and he is going to run forward,
Oh god.
and he's just gonna pull a knife out and just like
Oh.
run up and jump and try to stab at this guy.
I agree. This is good.
Viola's. Well, this is a side I had never seen of you, James.
Go ahead,
Oh,
roll
what
hit.
can I say? It gets quite boring out there. You learn some things.
Yeah, I guess we're gonna, fuck some shit up now.
16's gonna hit. Go ahead, roll damage.
It should have rolled damage.
Oh, you gotta click
You had
click the name.
I did click the name.
No, in the
In the
text
chat.
in the chat. You click on dagger. There you go.
5 damage.
5 whole damages. You kind of just run up and just knife him in the chest. You're just like, ha! As you stab him. And he goes, ah! As he's still kind of shaky, still up on his last legs.
Give me just 1 second. I may actually have another spell I can cast.
Do you have a
Probably
thing?
should have did this. Probably should have did this one before. Nope, nothing I can cast. It's the end of James's turn.
Okay. The guards are now gonna go, and they kind of look to Isaac and go, Sir? And he says, kill them! As they kind of they continue just kind of looking. Let's see. I'm gonna make him roll intimidation. That's a very good intimidation check. Yep. As they just kind of stand back and just they're not doing anything yet. Viola, your go.
Alright. I'm gonna move around so I can get decent line of sight on, this fella here, the big guy. And,
Okay.
just chug a firebolt at his face.
Be my guest. Well, shit.
Get some!
Go ahead and roll damage.
Get some!
Nice!
Hell
Is that
yeah!
max?
Hell yeah! Fuck yeah!
That's the absolute max damage.
That is a fireball.
She's like, oh, well, I reckon you need to fucking die, and BAM!
And as the firebolt hits, you watch as it impacts his chest and he flies back, his battle axe bouncing across the cobblestone as he falls. The guards just kind of stand there, their faces just agape.
I growl at them. Urgh!
I'm the boss now.
Are we out of combat time?
Yeah, at this point,
Mass
it's out of
is going to
combat.
move in on the group and just sort of keep an arrow trained on this boy and just
Okay.
kind of like say, so, what was the plan after this?
We're gonna have to go now.
Well, I reckon this make us king, right?
No, I don't suppose so.
Nope.
I think the lesson we've all learned here, and James claps his hands together, and he's still looking gorgeous. Is that due process is very important, and you should all remember to read a suspect their rights before you try to arrest them. This is what the training is for, so remember your training, and
Jimmy, you got blood on your lapel.
don't worry, I'll clean this later.
I'm looting the dead boy.
All right, as he's kind of speaking, you lean down and begin kind of running your hands over Isaac, and you find in his like he's got like a pouch on his belt. You kind of open it up on where the side he could reach with his one arm, and you open it up, and inside you see a doll. A doll that looks exactly like Irina Kolyana.
Now I have two. Now I'm the weirdo.
Now you're the weirdos collecting them.
Anything else? Does he have money?
No money. Let me double check.
Can I heal Olivia?
as
Sure.
I'm
Yeah.
searching.
I'll just put my hand on your head.
Here you go.
Oh, thanks.
That's for you there. Let's see.
Thank you kindly.
Yeah, no, he doesn't have any cash on him or anything like that. Just
What
the
about-
doll.
What about his weapon? What kind of weapon was it?
His axe was just a simple battle axe made of iron. It's got an intricate design kind of on the blade, but there's nothing that marks it really out of the ordinary.
Are you done frisking the stiff?
I grab it. Yeah, we should go.
Well, I paid for a perfectly good tavern.
They're gonna kill us
Jimmy,
if we stay here.
let it go.
Will they?
I don't know, will you? And he like yells at this guy.
He kind of looks. The Baron might.
Yeah,
Yeah?
we need to go.
Are you gonna tell him?
There's
Seems like a pretty dangerous saber-toothed tiger that he provoked.
Yeah. Look at
James
the
is
bite
actually,
marks on his ankle.
James is actually going to try to do an intimidation check.
to try and scare this guy.
Guess he
Try
should
to
like to help.
try to scare them.
Okay, roll intimidation.
Guess he's helping.
Well, shit. Okay, you kind of say that, and then a moment passes, and they kind of put the pieces together. Oh shit! He's gonna let the tiger out, and he turns and he runs.
That's not what I said.
This guy just fails. Yeah,
The
they
guys stuck in the webs are probably
James.
like freaking out.
they're like,
Would
so
I
like,
be able to shut off the webs like with a snap or whatever?
yeah, it's not even an action.
Okay,
Just,
I don't though. I just don't can.
yeah, I'm just gonna take it off this page because I'm not about to move all these boys off.
Can I want to walk up to one of these guys and like just poke him.
Oh
Like-
my goodness.
Spoken because he said, please don't kill me. Please.
We should leave.
I wouldn't
Guys.
do that.
I paid for an in room.
To be fair, love, you are really intimidating.
All
3
feet of me.
Yeah.
I give James a gold piece. Here.
How long's the
Is that
sword?
enough?
3 feet.
Oh well, I suppose. To be honest, I'm more scared about traveling at the nighttime.
As you guys are kind of talking, you watch as a man in fine robes. He's kind of an older gentleman with a bit of. Sorry, let me get to the page. He's a bit of an older gentleman on a like thin, kind of starving horse, and you see even more guards at his back as he's riding forward, riding towards you.
Yeah.
Time to go. Time to go.
By the name of Baron Vargas Balakovich. What is happening here? Explain yourselves.
Are ye he?
Sorry.
I am.
Uh,
Did you kill my man?
He attacked first.
We saved your city.
We also killed your man.
Stocks or exile?
We saved
Oh,
your city.
but
How much are the
potential-
stocks?
I don't know, which do you prefer?
We're just a bunch of smartasses.
It's like 7 Tony Starks in the same party.
alternatively,
We're all written by Joss Whedon.
He kind of looks back at all the guards. He kind of looks back at the guards behind him, and he looks forward. And he says, "You'll probably get a couple of them, but we'll take you down. You brought sadness and despair to my village, and I will see you pay for that."
we have brought nothing. We brought this tiger back to its cage. It's a terrible shame about the man who lays before you, but he tried to arrest us without cause. I'm sure there's some kind of law.
I trust my man implicitly. If you are criminals and brigands, then you are to be brought in.
And what are we accused of?
General despair.
That's not a That's not an actual crime.
Do you write the laws, sir?
Can I say
Of course not, but as you can see, I am a jovial sort. I have played in the tavern trying to raise spirits. Why would I come to this place trying to bring pain and
This
misery?
discussion bores me. You will
All right.
either leave now or be placed in the stocks and await execution.
Let's go. We'll leave.
Very well.
I think we should
Alright.
let the tiger out.
That's fine. I guess we'll leave. What's your name? My name's Viola, dear.
I will not speak to you,
Well,
dirt.
Well, that's fine.
Cassius sleep arrows him.
Oh,
Nobody calls the man dirt.
Oh!
Not cool. Not cool. I'm gonna use my other second level spell slot
well,
to.
my goodness.
Oh my
Roll.
god, no!
Roll your dice.
Alright, 7d8. Oh.
7d8. Oh my fucking god.
Oh,
Are you casting this at a higher level?
oh,
Yeah.
crap. Oh, crap.
Yeah, no save, right?
No, it's creatures within 20 feet of a point you choose within range are affected in ascending order of their current hit points.
Well, it appears he
Ignoring
just
unconscious
fell
creature.
down.
Actually, he does have a couple.
Narcolepsy.
He does have guards around him.
Sure.
Oh.
Are you?
Would I have been able to fire it in the air above him?
If you're trying to aim it, like to try and just get him, you can certainly do that.
I wanted to fire it above him so that the gases just kind of like slowly came down over him.
Okay. Yeah, I'll give you that. It's enough to just aim. As you just shoot the arrow into the air. You watch as the sleep gas kind of comes down. He's like, and I will have you know that, and he just falls off of his horse, and hits the ground.
Well, it appears he has narcolepsy. Poor
Nobody calls old ladies dead around me. That's rude.
Oh, well, it don't.
Know quite a
I've
few
been
good
told
old bastards.
Far, far worse things, believe me.
Guys, we gotta go.
I suppose it is time to leave.
Well, I kinda
Rick Tavio.
Yeah, Rick
Is he here?
Yeah, he's just been standing there the whole time, and his eyes just go wide, and he's like, "You should probably leave."
Can we take
I know this.
Bramblepelt with us?
Yeah. He's adorable, and I think
No, he's mine.
Okay, alright.
Well,
You should make an.
That's fair.
You mentioned
Uh,
the monkey earlier. Surely you should go see about the
You
monkey.
should probably leave, like, now.
Okay, let's go. No, we got. Sleep only has like a minute. We gotta go now. Let's go.
Cassius keeps an arrow just on the people while backing up.
The guards are, as the
Running.
guards the guards are kind of standing there, and they look at one of them gets off the horse and kind of, like, shakes the man, and he just kind of sits up and just points at you guys and says, "Get them!" As
Running.
the horses just take off towards you.
No, we're running out of town. We gotta be close to the exit. We're leaving. Don't go.
we're fine. We're gone. We're sorry about that.
We're running.
Yeah, they're chasing you. They're gonna try and stab you real good. So I need everybody sprinting to please give me, let's say for now, Constitution saves to see if you can
I have
maintain
a
it.
question. Can I, between heaving breaths, can James play his harmonica?
It's gonna. Yeah, sure.
Is this a
there.
Yeah,
James is gonna cast Bane on them as he's running.
Okay. You managed to hit a couple of the ones in the front there as they're kind of running you out of town, chasing after you, and you guys are sprinting. James, if you'd give me a con save, please.
No, I don't think I will.
All right, then you get stabbed a bunch.
Oh,
You get
good.
stabbed by
Oh,
30
oh,
guards. they just jab you real
You get
good.
1 hit point of damage from 30 guards. You're dead.
Okay, everyone's good. Yeah, you guys managed to. You guys had a bit of a head start, but as you guys begin to reach the this gate here, whoops, you guys can't see that. As you guys begin to reach the western gate there, sprinting just a dead heat through the town, like a good almost a full mile. You guys manage to get just outside, and as you guys break through, Irina and Ismark right behind you. They slam the gates behind you, and you hear a distinct.
Well, whoops.
Well,
I have never.
I think
have,
you have,
I have.
actually. I think you have.
Like 3 or 4 times.
You don't got a mouth on you.
Who? Him?
all of you,
Oh,
and I love it. But also,
Well, I mean, did you see that firebolt that I blew his face off? That was
that
fun.
was
yeah, you nailed it.
pretty
You
good.
nailed it. It was
Yeah.
really good. And I've seen a couple good firebolts, but
Yeah.
Did you guys see my unicorn?
Did any of you
Ooh,
see
that was well done. That unicorn
Thank
was
you.
quite lovely.
Thank you.
You know what? I think we should fuck some more shit up. What do you think?
As you guys are
I
discussing,
kind of got a taste for it.
as you guys are discussing, a spear flies over the wall.
Okay, let's fucking leave right now. We're gonna come
and-
back and we're gonna rip them to shreds.
I cannot condone that, of course.
Well,
It-
we'll do it kindly.
Mirabelle, the spear impacts you for 7 points of damage.
Hey, I had a feeling.
Unless you
Oh.
have an AC above 19.
Oh, I don't.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, you all right?
You guys watch as the spear just impales itself into Mirabelle.
Ah,
Whoa.
Shit! Let's go. Let's go.
I take the spear out.
Ooh.
Don't take it out.
Ooh,
I can't
God.
stop
No,
the bleeding
no,
yet.
no.
We'll
Are
fix
you guys
it.
moving?
How many doctors does it
Yes,
take?
yes.
Three
Let's
to
move
a
away
gnome?
from the town.
I just
Okay.
really wanted the spear.
Well.
You could
Now I
have
have
had
a
it
spear
later.
and a battle axe.
You guys keep moving away from the town and manage to get out of the reach of the spears that every now and then kind of rain over the wall.
I'm sorry, Arena and Ismark. It appears that you might not want to go back home. Apparently.
Well,
Um,
it just means I guess we're headed the right way. This is the only way we can go.
Does it mean that?
No, I think it means we should probably be a little more careful.
Yeah.
We need to find a place to camp.
Well, it all come about from that fella trying to grab you, trying to take you.
Chris, does Cassius know any good place to camp in this?
There's no good place to camp in Barovia,
No,
but
perhaps that might work out.
when you first got here,
Do you want me to roll, perhaps?
Yeah, roll a survival.
With advantage because I've been here, or?
No, just normal.
Ah, poop. Well,
Well,
Jane-
wouldn't help.
James actually has a suggestion if everybody's all right with that. James is going to suggest we camp right there.
that's a bad
There's-
idea.
Why?
House.
Because we're close to town.
We're like 15 minutes away from town at that
We're
point.
like
aren't
we would be a mile away from town if we camped at the crossroads.
I guess.
we?
I don't know.
See, my thought here is that God, your accent is screwing me up.
You guys are doing me too. I keep switching to Southern without meaning to.
It's in a clearing. I think the clearing is what is the big thing.
We can build a fire.
All right,
And-
right by the river.
We're
It'll
close
give
to
me a
it, yeah.
chance to wash this blood off my lapel.
Hmm.
In the meantime, can I use thaumaturgy and just yell back at them that they didn't really need to do that, and it was pretty ungrateful?
Yeah,
I don't
Bastards!
care.
you watch as the spears kind of stop for a second, and then you hear somebody just say, "You idiots, keep throwing! What if they come back?" And they just keep tossing. More spears just keep going.
Can I thaumaturgy an arrow up into the sign that just has like a big rain cloud that looks like a middle finger?
Sure. You see a couple of them throw spears at that.
The common
all
folk.
right. You guys solved my Valaki puzzle.
Oh, good.
I think that's going to be a puzzle for a long time to come.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit of time to work that one out. But anyway, you guys kind of move a little bit further into the woods and move toward the crossing here, the Luna River crossing. Just over the bridge, the intersection. Is this where you guys are planning on stopping?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Real quick, since it's a good spot, we're going to take a quick 5-minute break. If you guys use the bathroom or get a water, now's your chance to do so. Be back at 9:02 Eastern. So whatever time that is for you.
Cool.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
Okay.
This is going really well so far.
I'm having a lot of fun.
I'm having a lot of fun too. I thought you were going to say more. It sounded like you were leading into more.
Oh no, I just wanted to say I'm having a lot of fun. I like how utterly ridiculous this party is.
Yeah. I guess I assumed things were a little more well put together than they are. But
James just wants his farm back.
I'll be right back.
I can't believe we got kicked out of a town.
Oh, I can.
That's never happened to me before.
Yeah. No, it hasn't happened to me either, but
We literally just got banned.
they didn't say we... Yeah, we did, didn't we?
I mean,
Andrew, read the
they
room.
made read the room.
Hey, James tried his best, darn it.
We literally got chased out of town.
I mean, I've got disguised self. They wouldn't even know it was me.
I think that
I
went
turned
well.
into an animal.
That's not the spirit of the problem, Andrew.
No, I think this is good. I will use disguise self, and she can turn into an animal, and we'll just wander on in.
Andrew holds her
Well-
finger to her temple and says they can't ban you if you can turn into an animal.
Well, now we don't have to worry about our breakfast meeting.
Oh,
'Cause
good
that
point.
that guy's dead now. I should probably make Goodberry because I don't think any of us have any food.
I do.
James has food.
Oh.
During the doll curse, I don't have to eat, sleep, or drink. No, I'm
No,
kidding.
you do. You're actually really hungry. I'm just kidding.
I sometimes cough up stuffing when I'm hungry.
Yeah, I thought that went pretty well.
Are you tired of our shit yet, Chris?
No, I thought you guys would be tired of my shit.
The restraint on not having all the guards jump in to fight was the fucking, like, probably that could have been so
Well,
worse.
You gotta think about their mindset, right? Like, this guy isn't in charge. This guy isn't their boss, really. So it's like he's like ordered them around and just like killing these innocent people for no reason. And they're like, what the hell, dude? The Burgomaster, however, he's head honcho. Or the Baron, whatever. There's like 80 different titles in here.
I wonder if James.
He is literally the Burgomaster, as far as I know.
Well, no, the guy in Vallaki is the Baron, and then Burgomaster's in Barovia, and then Burgomaster's also in Kresk. But I don't know what makes things a Burgo, and what makes it a.
I think he's a Baron. I think he's a Baron due to things that we don't know as characters that I don't want to say.
Something like that. But anyway, you guys kind of set up your camp for the evening. You guys kind of
Is
settle in.
Amy back?
Oh, sorry. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I'm back.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I'm really sorry about that. I I thought I heard everyone say something.
That's okay, baby.
You guys settle in to make camp for the evening. You guys doing watches, or what's the plan here?
Absolutely.
Just as a heads up, if you guys can cover James for 4 hours, James can then watch all of you for the rest of the night.
I'll take the first shift.
Okay.
I'll
Cassius is going to take the first shift with Olivia.
Then I won't do that.
Sorry.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I
Okay,
got 2 hours after.
During our watch, how hard is it to make a spear into a dagger?
Make a spear into a dagger.
Like
Step
can I
1,
just, like-
take shaft. Step 2, break shaft.
Okay, I do that.
Alright. There you go. You now have a
My
dagger.
name's Take Shaft, Break Shaft, and I'm here to teach you
And I'm
cool sports.
And I'm a half orc. That's definitely a half orc name. But anyway,
My name's Andre.
you guys are going to have to do 2-hour shifts if you don't want to incur some long rest penalties.
That's
So
fine. We'll do
first
2
shift is-
hours, and then we'll wake up Viola and Mirabelle.
easy enough
And then, James is going to use his elf thing.
to trance out.
Well, yeah, which means he only needs, half as much rest.
You just need to do 4 hours, but you still can't do anything. Like, you can't do anything strenuous when you're not. A long rest is still 8
he's
hours.
trancing while we're doing 2 rounds of rest, and then he'll take over for the rest.
Right. So as long as you're not doing anything, like, you're not, like, building, like, a house or something for those 4 hours, you still get your long rest. Regardless, long rests are always 8 hours for everyone.
No, to Jake,
Oh.
don't build a house.
Okay, so I won't build a house. James needs something to... He needs busy work.
I hand him a battle axe and say, I don't know what we can do with this.
Neither do
Okay.
I.
I think we're
Does
all...
anyone have martial weapon proficiencies?
Nope.
Nope.
Cool. Fun.
That sun sword's gonna have nobody.
Sorry, I'm eating a Pop-Tart.
Actually, I'll still be able to, Mike.
Okay. So first watch, go ahead and give me perception checks. You can either do one person has advantage, or 2 people roll.
I'll give Keely advantage.
Okay.
I
Cool.
will suck tonight.
With a 13, Olivia, you get to watch as the sun sets. And as you're kind of sitting there with Cassius, kind of keeping watch, you watch as the sun begins to set. And over the trees, just a little bit, like just between there's like a little bit of gap here where the road kind of is. You can see poking out just above the trees the hint of some kind of tower in the distance. Other
What
than
about
that,
Nope.
Go ahead.
I was gonna do a little roleplay. I'm sorry.
Yeah, good. No, absolutely. Yeah, if you want to do roleplay or something, then just interrupt me and go.
Beaver,
Excuse me?
can you turn into a beaver?
Soon.
Rat,
Yes.
turkey,
Yes. Well, no.
weasel,
Yes.
flamingo.
Can flamingos fly?
Yes.
Think so.
Then no.
Bear,
A bear? Yes.
bear, yeah. Owl bear,
No. They're a bit trickier.
snake,
Yes.
cobra,
Not yet.
eagle.
I think I can do snake, but not... Oh, wait. No, I can't do snake yet. An eagle?
Mhm.
No. I can't
yeah,
fly.
yeah.
I can't fly, and I can't swim yet as an
You
animal.
can't swim?
Okay, it's hard.
It's fine.
Okay.
It's fine. I can't swim either. I don't really do a lot of swimming. I mean, I can float, but I can't really. I mean, I know how to, but I just.
I can swim just fine.
Oh. So why can't you turn into a water thing?
Because my deity doesn't think I'm good enough. So
Hmm. Which
I have
one
to
of
wait.
those? Which one of the God-fearers are you?
Her name's Myliki.
Oh, that's fun.
Yep. Hence the unicorn.
You, your group hasn't seen a goblin girl around here, has she? Have you?
No.
No.
Why?
I'm. That's why I'm here. I'm actually looking for a goblin girl.
Well, that's you know. She sounds super insincere, but yeah. Anyway,
I mean, it's it's just it's
are
gotta be
you?
done.
Is there a bounty or something?
No, no, she's my cousin.
Oh, wait. What?
Yeah, cousin,
You're
family
cousin?
friend.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because you're like a tiefling, right?
Yeah,
With the. Okay.
half tiefling.
Cool.
Yeah. I mean, technically, I guess you're a full tiefling if you're half a tiefling. You know, it's kind of comes 1-to-1 with it. The genes are strong, but yeah. Why are you here?
I was asked to be their guide.
You're doing a bloody great job at that.
I know. Thank you.
Are you from one of those druid pacts that doesn't know about sarcasm?
Uh, no, I'm just. I've been told I have a very brash personality. Me and Viola are kind of trying to work on it together
Ah,
because she's kind of obnoxious.
she's something. Yeah.
She's sweet. Don't you talk about her like that.
Hey, I put the guy to sleep because he called it dirt. I'm not exactly.
I know.
I'm
That
not
was
gonna
mean.
shit on her. It was mean. I don't know. I don't like people being mean to elders. It's not cool. I was always taught you should respect your family.
Should be nice to everything.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Some things are shit. How'd y'all meet? So you're their guide. Who made you their
So,
guide?
this woman in Daggerford, she gathered us after I told her that the fog was coming. Lady Morwind. She hired them and myself to go into the fog to make it go away.
Huh.
Turns out it brings you here.
I mean, I just ran in, I guess. I didn't really have much of a plan. Did you know what you were getting into?
No, not entirely. I knew it was bad. It didn't feel right. The fog was weird.
Yeah, it was weird.
The guy who runs this place is a vampire, by the way.
Yeah, I'm acutely aware. I guess he's just gonna pull out his bow and start polishing it. Not really like got any more questions. He's just sort of doing that.
I'm finding more rocks to use for Magic Stone.
Okay. You guys spend the rest of your watch. It goes by uneventfully. Who is going next?
I guess
I
that
think-
would be, Viola.
Yeah, wait.
Yep.
Okay.
And me.
Viola and Mirabelle. If you guys could go ahead and do the same thing, give me either both of you can give me perception checks, or one of you can give me a perception check.
I would like to aid Mirabelle.
Okay. Mirabelle, go ahead and roll with advantage.
Look, dear, I'm a little tired, so I'm just gonna kind of help you look around, see if there's anything watching us, that type of thing. Are you doing all right, dear? You okay?
Yeah. I mean, it's a little rough getting a spear that's the same size as you are.
Oh, I see. I
But-
see.
You know, I'll recover. Not a big deal. How are you doing?
Good. I'm doing good. I've this is an interesting place with a lot of interesting people. Some of which want to kill us, which is a little frightening. But you know, I've come across that type of thing before. Out on the sea. It's been a long time since I've been thrown out of a town. Makes me feel young again in a way. Uh, that doesn't bother you at all, does it? The fact that they run us out of that town earlier. Well,
I mean,
you did get hit with that. Are you feeling okay?
yeah, I'm okay.
Okay, good,
Okay.
good. I'm no good with the healing. I would like to get better someday, but
Well,
well.
I can help you with that, maybe.
Oh,
It's just kind of a thing that I do.
right. Oh well,
So,
I would learn. You know, Timora, she's blessed me plenty, but I don't feel like she's ever saw enough good in me, perhaps, to give me any real healing powers. Which is fine.
Mirabelle, as you guys are talking, you hear a stick crack in the woods to your east.
I'm gonna just keep talking and hold my finger up in front of my mouth, like, and point in that direction, but make sure that it's in front of me so that it's not like I'm not just sticking my hand out and pointing dramatically or anything.
Mhm.
And just keep talking and say, well, you know, she saw enough good in me, so maybe we can change her mind.
Yeah, yeah. Might be.
Um,
Maybe we ought to do a perimeter check, real quick.
yeah, I think that'd be a good idea.
Yeah. No more than maybe 15, 20 feet out from the center of the camp. Kind of see what we can see. This fog and this rain. It's hard to see past it for me, anyway.
So I'm gonna get up and walk towards the sound.
Okay.
Just
I'll,
like you shouldn't do.
Let's investigate.
I'll go with her as well, but I would like to be right at her elbow.
Okay. Give me 1 sec.
So you crouch down, so you're right next to her elbow.
Oh,
She makes a little bit of a noise when she puts a hand back to her hip. She is upwards of 63, so in human years she's lived a long, hard life. She was a sailor for about 30 years there on the Sword Coast, so she's seen lots of shit. But I think more importantly, she loves people. She loves everyone. She just wants to get to know everyone real well. But Mirabelle is so special to her.
Okay, so you guys have been making your way east just a little bit, just 15 feet away from the campfire, but eventually find yourselves on the road. And as you're kind of peering into the woods there, kind of trying to get a good look, you watch as the campfire kind of dances behind you. A pair of eyes light up in the darkness, and you watch as a massive wolf jumps out from the underbrush. And just stops right in front of you, growling and saliva kind of dripping from its maw. And then you watch as a couple smaller wolves. This wolf that jumps out probably looks to weigh like 200, 300 pounds. Like, it is huge. It's big enough for it's a large creature. And then you watch as let's see. You watch as 6 smaller wolves kind of come out of the underbrush around it and kind of slowly, kind of getting low and growling, begin moving to envelop you guys like in a half circle.
I could have used thaumaturgy, and behind me, near the campfire, I want to make loud raven cry.
Okay.
Wake some people up.
Yeah, hey,
Yeah, I think that's enough to wake everybody up. But if everyone can do me a favor and roll the initiative.
All right.
Let me get you on.
Charles Dickens.
It's doggies. It's special doggies that come to say.
Do you have, I was about to say, do you have a map for this, Chris?
I do. It's little doggos.
Oh, goody.
It's some puppies. We can have a litter of puppies that follow us around
Now, Chris, just as a question,
Poochie poochie.
how far away from the river is this campsite? Since we decided to camp like right there.
It's maybe like a minute's walk.
I
Oh
can't see
dang!
anything on the screen.
Never mind. Okay.
Did I forget to give you sight? Fuck, I did. My bad.
James was gonna go fishing during his watch, but it's too far away.
Oh, I rolled the same thing both
Boom.
times. I don't need to change it.
Should be able to see.
Thanks, bud.
James is the
Right.
most alert person.
You were just gonna take off and leave the camp?
No, during his watch, James was gonna go fishing, but it's too far away for that.
I see. I see. Alright, everyone in?
Woo.
I think so.
I love the scene
Oh.
of some midnight fishing and Barovia. Oh yeah.
Michael, you have to hit your token and then hit initiative for it to
I
be in
did.
the tracker.
He's in there.
I'm in there.
Oh.
I know what I'm doing.
Oh,
Everyone's in there.
Thanks for
Yes.
explaining to me.
Getting a little sassy, it seems like. James Dean, you are currently prone, currently waking up. What would you like to do? You see your friends in the road, with a bunch of wolves kind of slowly beginning to surround them.
He's gonna roll over onto his stomach,
Mhm.
and he is going to reach at his nearby like collection of stuff on the ground, and he's gonna pull over his harmonica, which is a lot easier to play.
Okay.
And he is going to do one of these.
Brain. Up to 3 creatures of your choice you can see within range. Alright, which ones are you trying to hit?
I have a question.
Mhm.
Is there a setting for dark vision on the map thing?
Yeah, your dark vision just goes far enough to negate it.
All
And
right,
there's also the campfire here.
that's fair. He's gonna hit the big wolf, and then the 2 wolves flanking it.
Okay. Okay. So big boy is gonna give a charisma save. Don't worry, they're really good at these. And then these boys will as well. Well, hey.
That wolf passes. That one does not.
Okay, so these guys are hexed now.
The prettiest wolf.
Or fate.
One of these wolves is super charming.
And as a bonus action, he is going to become gorgeous once again.
Oh, a beautiful boy.
Which he's going to hit Cassius,
Okay.
Viola, and not Viola. He's going to hit Cassius, Ismark, and Irina.
Okay.
So-
Ismark actually stays the same. He had it just from before.
And so you guys all have 5 temporary hit points and can move up to your speed without attacking attacks of opportunity.
Nice.
Okay.
Stand
No,
up.
You know what Ismark? Oh yeah, he's got to stand. So he uses 15 of his moves to stand, and 5, 10, 15. And Arena stands as well. But she stays put. Okay. James Dean, good roll. Mirabelle, you're up. You got a big wolf in front of you and a couple littler wolves surrounding the big wolf.
Yes, I do. Okay, I am going to. I'm gonna do this. I think. Yeah, I'm gonna do
Ooh.
that.
On whomst?
Oh, that big guy.
The big guy. Yeah, that's gonna hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Yeah. Oh, I have to cast it. I only have level 1 spells left. Damn it.
Jinkies. Yeah, he wasn't a big fan of that. And the next attack against him has advantage, correct?
Yeah, it is correct.
Okay. Good stuff.
Guiding bolt is an action, so okay. The other thing I was gonna do, so I'll wait and back up a little bit.
Okay. That's cool. Hey, Viola. How you doing?
Doing good.
Okay. We'll see about that.
Yeah. I'm thinking I still have my mage armor up, so
Yeah, it's 8 hours, so you are still
okay.
quite mage armored.
Oh God.
And what's worse is that she's human, so her vision is kind of shit right now, and so she sees these massive hulking figures come out of the darkness at her.
And that's gonna be.
No, there appears to be. Oh, hello, doggies.
Hello, little pups. That's gonna be 3 bites against you, all at advantage because of pack tactics.
Mm,
Ooh, I've got the harmonica running in the background, so this is too perfect.
Oh, don't forget you didn't use your exchange of your divinity things, by the way.
Right. I still have the 6 and 16, so I would like to replace the bite D24 with a 6.
Okay, so that's going to be. I don't think a 9's gonna hit you, but I believe a 20 will for 7.
All right, 7. Got it.
And go ahead and give me a strength saving throw. Okay, you pass.
Beautiful.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Stays on her feet.
The direwolf is gonna go now. Again, advantage is a 13 hit.
No, sir.
Okay, then those are going to miss. The other 2 wolves descend onto Ismark. Have advantage, so that's a 20 and a 23 for 9 total. And Ismark's kind of looks back, a little help, please. Yeah, because they go at the same time. And so, Viola, you took your 7 points of damage, and that's it. Viola, your go.
Okie dokie, I'm gonna disengage the fuck out of here.
A good plan.
And move as far as that, I believe.
Okay. Bonus action for anything?
No, I don't think I have much in the way of bonus actions right now, which kind of sucks.
Okay.
But as I move past Olivia, I'll say, well, I'm a little bit hurt, but doing all right. I'm gonna stay back here. I'm gonna stay back here.
My initiative was so bad, I don't think she's actually awake
Yeah,
yet.
you're just now waking up.
What?
Cassius, it is your turn. You are currently prone.
Cassius is going to look over, kind of like, blink it back a couple times. Go, bloody hell! Get up on one knee, grab his bow, and then he pulls back, and an arrow from wherever his quiver is lying flies out of it into the bow, and he's going to pull back. And am I able to aim at this one specifically?
I mean, yeah, sure.
Would you say he is within 5 feet of the big one?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to hit him with...
This. Bam.
I'm going to go ahead and hit him with a... I'm still running off of the spell slots I had before, right? No full rest.
Yeah, no full rest yet.
Cool, I like that. Gonna go hit him with a freezing bolt ice knife.
Cool.
Freezing knife bolt, which, okay, thank God it showed up. Yeah, so that's ice knife, basically. So he's got to make...
Ranged
spell attack.
Ranged spell attack. And then I'll have, what is that, each creature? Yeah, each creature within 5 feet of it makes a dex save. So I'll do 3 of those.
11. Does that hit?
I'll tell you in a sec. 11, unfortunately, will not hit.
Fuck.
But it does impact that spot and explodes. And you still manage to hit the dire wolf and this wolf.
Can I roll the 2d6?
Yeah, go ahead and roll 2d6.
Not bad.
Okay. Hey, not bad. That's pretty good. Shit.
Cassius is then gonna finish his movement by backing up next to James, looking over and saying, Jamie, you just wanted this to happen, didn't you?
What do you mean?
Well, you like looking pretty, don't you?
Oh, I forgot to do one more for that guy. Sorry. I forgot that the guy in the middle, the guy you originally aimed at, also takes damage.
Mhm.
That's
It is no crime for a gentleman to appreciate the way he looks.
You got a lot of big words in that mouth, don't you?
Oh, I don't
Uh,
like
I
that
have
sentence.
I have never used anything that I think would be too simple, too advanced for your ears.
Oh, wow. Not
Chris-
sure if that's an insult or a lesson.
just to
Oh.
let you know, is Mark and Irina are not in combat order. I knew we were missing somebody.
Oh, dip. Oh, dang it. I keep forgetting these dinguses.
Dip dang it dangles. I tell you, man, giving people NPCs to play as in Spelljammer really helps.
Yeah, but there's secrets.
Oh, whatever.
There are secrets on their sheets.
Are there really, though? Like, come on. I just found out how to minimize my character sheet down to a little blob, and I like it.
It's all good. I'm just gonna restart this, and we're gonna go down to Olivia. Olivia, it's your turn. They were too shocked to be able to take their turn. Well,
Okay.
Ismark was.
Caught by surprise.
I'm gonna cast Fairy Fire, like right here, and get all them bad boys.
Okay. So we'll do Direbolt first. I think he's good. Let me double check. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And then there's 5 other ones. Wowzers.
The last 2 saved.
Okay. Wowzers.
Remember that those 3 wolves are, of course, have Bane on them.
And then
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull out my arm again that has my totem on it, and the bear on this one is gonna come out.
Ooh, the bear comes out to play. Oh, that gives you advantage on strength. Oh, I like it.
It gives you advantage on
Clever.
strength checks and saving throws, and then also everybody gets 5 temporary hit.
Hey, that does not stack, though. So I don't anymore.
I wonder
No,
if
it
I wonder if
doesn't
that
stack.
stacks with the way my
No,
It
temporary
is
hit points don't
plain
stack.
in the book that temp hit points never stack.
no, I'm talking about with the way that my Mantle of Inspiration works. No, I don't think it does.
If it's called a temporary hit point, I just don't think it stacks. Unfortunately. I
Well, it
wish.
says when creatures gain these temporary hit points.
It depends on. Oh, all right. We'll discuss it later.
Well,
Olivia.
Jake, you know why? Because if she gave temporary hit points, then your Mantle of Inspiration, you might get confused to see if like her temporary hit points activate your ability.
At
so what
any
it means
rate.
is these temporary hit points activate your ability.
Olivia, anything else?
Nope, I'm done.
Cool. All right. Then we're gonna go to Ismark. Ismark's got 2 wolves on him, and he's gonna pop them with his swords. So 1, that's a 2, that's a 3. I believe those are all gonna hit. Sure are. So that's 10 and 7, 17. Okay, so he manages to drop one of them. Just kind of lays into him with his swords, hitting 3 times. And he looks back. He's like, "These things aren't so tough." James, your go.
Well, unfortunately, James has run out of options. He's going to spend half of his movement standing up,
Okay.
and he's out of spell slots.
Jakey.
Unfortunately, that wolf is just far too mangy to be any real threat to me. And he's going to hit it with Vicious Mockery.
Okay. The big one.
Yes, the big one.
Ooh, biting. He's gonna take that 1 point of psychic damage. And he has disadvantage, I believe, on his next attack.
Bane makes it so they take a minus 1d4 whenever they do anything.
Mm-hmm. And then what Vicious Mockery does something else, doesn't it?
Do it?
Aside from the 1d4? Otherwise it'd be a really shitty spell. I'm pretty sure. I might be wrong. I've been wrong in the
You
past.
may be right. It's just for some reason I don't actually have the.
And have disadvantage on the next attack roll it makes before the end of its next turn.
Thank you kindly.
Thank you, Olivia, because for some reason I don't have the real version of Vicious Mockery in my.
Got a
Spell
pretend
list.
version. It's a Vicious Mockery of. Well, alright, never mind. So that's action. Do you have anything for your bonus action?
Maybe. Maybe I do.
Well, you want to
Why do
do
you
it?
ask?
Because it's his turn.
Correct.
I know. I was playing along. It's yes and Michael.
Yeah, he's going to give a bardic inspiration dice to
First time for everything.
Olivia.
Oh, thanks.
Olivia. That's a D6, I believe.
A d6.
Is this with your words or your dobro?
It's with my harmonica.
Mm. You just twang it out on the harmonica.
Wow.
All right. There's no need to get explicit, Keely.
I wasn't.
Jeez.
I was looking for some flavor.
Ew, that's worse.
I'm just gonna go over here now.
There you go. That's
God.
a very inspirational harmonica.
Okay, and with that, it goes to Irina's turn. Irina's going to draw her rapier and move up on this boy and stab that wolf.
This music video would be so much better if there were wolves.
She has advantage because of fairy fire, so both of those are going to hit, and that's going to be a kill as she stabs twice with her rapier, and then bonus action disengages and moves back. 15. Yep, she's going to move right there. Cool. Mirabelle, your go. You see these wolves kind of encroaching on you.
I am going to. Let's see. Why do I have no protections? Okay, I'm going to use Guiding Bolt again, or try to, on the dire wolf.
Okay.
Nope.
The big one again, or one of the little ones?
The big one.
Okay, unfortunately that's going to miss.
Yeah, I figured.
As it now goes to the wolf's turns. This wolf is going to maneuver himself about here, and go for a bite on Ismark. With a 7, unfortunately, he's going to miss. So yeah, the other two are going to 5, 10, 15, 20. 5, 10, 15, 20. In order to use pack tactics, they're both going to go after you, Olivia.
Shit.
Oh! They have advantage because of pack tactics.
Yeah, man. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, wow.
14 plus.
14 plus 13 is 28.
I'm out.
Oh, no, the only.
Okay.
Olivia, no! My
Um,
baby.
Oh my god, is that twice that that's happened?
Yes!
Yep, it is.
I'm glad I gave you my bardic inspiration dice. Can I inspire you not to die?
is that how... I don't think that's a thing.
I don't know if that's a
I
thing.
knew I
but
should have wild shaped. Damn it!
Well,
At the end,
hang on. I have the temporary hit points, so I've expended those.
oh no, this was on Olivia.
That was on me. Both of those were on me.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
'cause
down.
they
I'm
needed to
down.
be
Oh, yeah.
attacking. They needed to be attacking the same one in order to get pack tactics.
oh
She's
crap!
dead.
And as that occurs, the dire wolf moves up on you, Mirabelle,
Yay.
and is going to take a bit of a chomp. And because of his boy within 5 feet there,
I'm gonna fix wolves.
he's got advantage. That's a 19 to hit for
Doesn't
15.
really-
But he also takes a minus 1d4.
Bane.
I mean,
Oh.
yeah, that could help.
That could help. All right, roll that d4.
I'm sorry, I have to be a stickler on this.
Yeah, that's fine. Do what you got to do, kid.
Chris says through gritted teeth.
So 16 to 16 hit. Oh no, it'd be a straight roll. So 17.
Yeah, that still hurts.
Okay. Then that's gonna be 15 points of damage. And can you give me a strength saving throw, please?
Sorry, I tried to help.
No,
It-
that was.
It potentially could have.
The Jake story. it potentially could have helped.
Oh, good.
That's just
I'm
James
doing
IRL.
well today.
This is what I get for
Mirabelle.
playing a social character in Curse of Strahd.
Mirabelle, you end up prone as the dire wolf kind of stands above you, its teeth growling, its teeth barred. All of its teeth are growling at you. No,
It's teeth. It's individual teeth.
yeah, each teeth is sentient. It stands
That's
above
so
you,
disturbing.
barring its teeth, getting ready
Its
to
tooth is a pixie.
bite your throat, I guess. Viola, it's your go. You got two wolves in front of you that just bit the fuck out of your friend.
Okay, who's down? So, Olivia's down.
Olivia's down.
Alright, all I can do at this point is attempt to save her life. Medicine check.
Oh, okay.
To keep her from, bleeding out.
Okay, go ahead and give me a medicine check. There you go. That's it. You kind of lean down and, knowing exactly what to do, you combat medicine, jab some gauze into one of the more egregious wounds in her midsection, and manage to staunch the bleeding. Viola, you are now, or not Viola, Olivia, you are now stabilized.
Cool.
Okay. I have a, bonus action.
You do.
I have an offhand, possibly? With a dagger? Or no?
No, you have to make it's part of your attack action to do a bonus.
Alright. That's where I'll end my turn then.
Okay. You don't want to back up?
I'll provoke everybody. I don't have a disengage. I used an action to do the medicine check.
True. Okay. Cassius, you're up.
Alright, James. We have to save people, probably, at this point, right?
I'm going to be real honest here. Aside from delivering subpar insult, the only thing I have currently is a knife.
Alright. Well, just stay behind me, I guess. I'm gonna pull back on my arrow, and a beautiful, shining, glimmering silver arrow appears. And it starts to switch through colors really, really rapidly.
Mhm.
And then it stops on a bright orange flame, and it fires. And I'm going to fire the brilliant chromatic arrow.
Ooh.
So
Is that a chromatic orb?
Yeah, it's chromatic orb.
Okay. Who are you trying to hit?
Big boy.
Big boy. Alright, go ahead and roll to hit.
He's a big boy.
He's a biggin.
I kind of thought this would automatically roll for me when I'm ready to hit.
Some of them are really weird.
You gotta change some of the settings.
Yeah, I think it's a little ridiculous. 16 is going to hit. Go ahead and roll damage. 3d8 fire damage.
Yes, 3d8.
Okay.
Hey!
Heyo! For 13 points, you watch as the flame kind of engulfs him, and much of there's like a bald patch on his shoulder now, as a lot of the fur that was on his haunches is now singed beyond repair.
It was kind of like a spiraling arrow that then led into a big flame lance, which pierced it right in the side.
Okay. Cool. Exposing some of its kind of showing ribs through its skin. Olivia, you are not dying. You are stabilized, and you're just kind of laying there. You're having a nice dream. You
No,
dream.
I'm not.
You
Isn't
dream.
that nice?
You dream of being a horse again.
I should have done that in the first place.
Horses are pretty tough. Ismark is now going to stab this wolf with his swords. Here we go.
So many criticals tonight. That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about me DMing, but for some reason when I DM, I am just like, it just
that one-
happens.
That
Certainly rolling
wolf,
better than when you play.
the fairy fire
Yeah.
zone on that wolf, by the way.
It is. Okay, so not at advantage. Okay, so even still, it looks like 2 hits for a total of 17 points of damage, and that's just enough to bring this wolf down. With his first kind of stabbing into the wolf, he pulls the sword back out and misses with the second one, but managed to backhand his short sword into its side and brings it down. Cool. James E. Beauregard.
James Dean Beauregard has officially run out of tricks to use.
Oh, no.
He is reduced down to his common knife. and he is going to brandish such a knife, and he is going to calmly, just 1, 2, 4, 5. That's fine, right? I don't get any attack of opportunities for that.
No, you're good.
And
Unless
he's
Cassius
going-
wants to hit you.
Yeah, no.
Can I hit him with an insult?
Sure.
Go get him, Taga.
James is gonna knife him.
Knife him real good.
Nothing real good.
Hey, that's a hit. Go ahead, roll damage. Hey yo, that's exactly what I needed. You guys watch as James Dean Beauregard kind of dances around the bonfire you guys made, and with an ice pick grip in his dagger, just runs up and just and stabs the wolf in the top of its head, and just as it falls.
Did it fall on me?
Yeah, it's kind of like on top of your legs. So like you're not suffocated or anything, but the thing's heavy and its head is like in the center of your chest.
Help!
Help! Anything else, James Dean Beauregard?
That is it for James.
Okay, Irina's gonna go. Irina's gonna stab that wolf. It's time for everybody's favorite game show. Stab that wolf! She stabs the heck out of that wolf. With 8, that's gonna be enough to kill it on the first one. She's gonna wheel around and try to stab the second one, which she does for 9 and drops that boy as well. You guys watch this arena just and she kind of looks around. She's like, "Is that it?"
I
Hello?
hope so.
Okay.
I hope so.
I think so. Good job, dear.
I'm gonna go back to
Like
sleep.
Go back to sleep.
Well,
Yeah.
maybe
Hey.
we should.
Smart kind of runs over and he looks up at James Dean. He's like, "Can you give me a hand with this?" As he leans down and kind of begins lifting the wolf up for Mirabelle to get out.
And I'll just
Oh,
scramble
cool.
out and run over here and use my last spell slot to wake up my sleeping buddy.
Cassius looks at Irene and goes, "You're standing on my sleeping bag, love. Could I?"
Oh yeah, sorry. And she goes off.
He just
My bad.
passes right out.
I like wake up and I look at Mirabelle and I go, thank you.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Yeah.
She just goes right back to sleep. And with that, you guys finish up your watches.
Good.
Thank God.
Before 12 more wolves. Just kidding. You guys wake up the following morning.
During James's watch, he is going
Yes.
to, as long as it doesn't count as strenuous labor, he is going to skin and prepare some of the meat from the wolves.
I'd say you can do that kind of relatively calmly. You can do like camp stuff. Make some sizzly wolf bacon. Could Steph make that for breakfast or something, or are you just saving that?
Yeah, and then he'd like to get the pelts.
Okay. So you can get so mark down 5 regular wolf pelts and 1 dire wolf pelt. And if you guys ever get back to Vallaki, you might know there's a couple people in there you can sell them to. Yeah, I think you talked. I think Viola, you talked to those wolf guys.
Yeah.
The
And
metaphors.
for about 10 minutes, Viola does her naked yoga, where she receives her glimpses of the future.
Oh goodness!
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's
She does that when
It's a
No.
natural
She do-
form. You'll get used
Mom,
to it. You'll get used
You're
to
right,
it.
Mom. I'm just gonna go over here.
She does that when
you
it
need help with
rains,
that?
too.
Yeah, thank you.
Would you like to go fishing with me, Cassius?
Yes, right now. Let's go get our rods. Oh no!
she does it when it rains too.
No!
Okay, so those are your numbers for the day.
It is, yes, 15-5.
Okay, and then you two are you two actually going fishing, or are you just trying to get away?
Yeah.
Do you have fishing stuff?
Cassius has cantrip arrows that are skeletal hands, so he's gonna try and cast.
James has 50 feet of string, some nearby sticks, and maybe a metal bit if somebody has a sewing kit. Or
Cassius
Okay.
has something around that you could probably end up using.
Cassius, because you're using magic, go ahead and make a survival check at advantage, and James Dean Beauregard, go ahead and give me a check, just normal.
Oh, nice! I got 6.
Look at that, see.
Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to click that. My bad.
With a 12, James, you get a pretty good fish, like a good 6-pounder.
oh, look at James providing for the group.
Oh. All right, Jimmy, I guess you won that one. So, I gotta ask. Yeah. What are you here for?
Oh well, that's a long story, unfortunately. It begins with me being born to a family who owned a bit of property outside the town from which we all come from. You see, I was the oh yes, of course, Daggerford. You see, my grandfather founded the plantation on which I owned for a while. After our fair lady, who I shan't name, took over the town of Daggerford, she kicked me out of my home, paved over my fields, and turned my house into an ungodly abomination of Guildhall.
So, why do you work for her then?
Well, I'm hoping to garner some favor. And besides, most of my friends are inside of the town. But if I'm being honest, I'm out here looking for new opportunities.
You do good in Waterdeep. We got, let's just say, there's a lot of people with your talents that are needed.
Oh, alrighty.
Also, other horizons you might be interested in, but we'll talk about that later.
Alrighty. Well, thank you for the information. I'll be sure to keep you in the loop. And would you like to share fish with me?
I'd love to.
And then we're gonna go back as soon as the naked yoga is done.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you guys give Viola her time to do her naked yoga of ill portent. Does anyone else want to do anything before setting out? Oh, were you saying something? I'm sorry.
That's okay. Yeah, she'll robe back, put her robes back on, and she'll say, "Well, that was mighty interesting. I reckon I'm ready to go. It's another lovely day."
So, what kind of magic do you do that you have to get naked in the middle of the morning?
Well, I don't have to get naked. I choose to.
Oh, that makes it worse.
Does it though? Have you tried? Have you tried doing some naked yoga?
Actually, I have.
And
Not a fan. I don't like my bits dangling while I'm trying to do upside down dog and whatever.
oh well, see, I don't have like
Yeah,
dangling bits.
it's fine.
I do have some
I
dangling areas, but not dangling bits, really.
don't.
But yeah, I find that it's the most pure way I can receive the portent from the Lady Timora herself, and it feels comfortable for me. And well, I don't like to. I don't want to walk off and be away from the party. I feel a little bit vulnerable when I do this, so I like to be closer to the camp. It's unfortunate that you have to see me and be offended.
Well, it's not I'm offended. It's just, do whatever you want. I'm just personally not a fan of that. I'm very comfortable with nudity, honestly. I just, it's a bit much after the whole wolf gore thing a couple hours ago. It's just a collection of images that I'm not a fan of
I see.
experiencing all at once.
I see. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just so many years on the boat. A lot of us would just go nude because, well, you get really filthy on a boat, and
Yeah.
so if you're not doing much, if you got all the rigging set, you just strip everything away and kind of sit in the sun for hours on end.
Yeah, I guess if that's your form of semaphore, I'm not going to blame you.
Yeah. Oh, well, it is. Yeah. Uh, and I get, that I'm not the most comely lady. I used to be like, I used to have pretty good dimensions, actually. Um, Everything has moved south since then.
Well, I wouldn't exactly call that the problem, but, whatever you think.
Ah, ah, I see. Uh, but yeah, that's how I received my images from Miss Tamora. Uh, and usually, day after day after day, she'll send me sort of hazy images of the future. Things that happen in the next possibly 24 hours or so. Um, I don't worship her really. She's just always kind of been there in my life. And
Oh, so you're like a witness.
yeah, witness, yeah.
Huh.
There are things that I agree uh, about her the tenets that that people follow, and then there are things that I don't agree about. Um, but well, she's been good to me. Is all I can say. You know, I lived a long, hard life, um, but I've been lucky in many ways.
Well, lucky, or can you see the future?
Hmm. I guess a little of both.
Hmm.
Huh? No, I'm comfortable.
We brought back a fish.
How about that? That's a nice fish there. Who caught it? You or
Yeah,
James
Jamie
gave
caught
it
it with
to
his
you?
mouth, actually.
Oh, did he now? I've never seen that. I wish I had seen it now. How'd you do that,
Oh, it
Jimmy?
was spectacular.
We calling him
Oh.
Jimmy now?
Gripped it like a harp.
Oh.
Oh,
As you guys
I was
go ahead. Go ahead.
At some point in the morning, I would have collected the bodies of the wolves and put them closer into the woods, and at some point prayed over them to my Leaky, and also asked her what am I doing? What am I doing wrong? And she has a little freak out by herself for a little while, but she comes back and she's like, "All right, are we ready to keep going?"
Druids prepare their spells by having panic attacks.
Accurate.
Irina kind of loads up her pack and everything. Yeah, I'm ready to go. We're going to the winery, right?
correct.
All right.
The Wizard of the Wines.
Yeah, that's where we're headed.
Okay. And as you guys set off, we kind of pull back a little bit. And we get a glimpse of a old gnarled tree on top of a hill. Its branches kind of extending outward, reaching as if to grasp at a ledge like a drowning person, reaching for some kind of purchase, something to grab onto. These limbs kind of extend outward. Its trunk looks to be this twisted, gnarled, black, horrible thing. Its roots kind of penetrating into the ground. And you see in the base, in the trunk of the tree, an axe is embedded into the side. It's at this point, some of the wood has even begun growing around the handle of this thing. And we see a little bit further away, a good distance at the top of the hill, a group of robed individuals piling sticks into one corner of it. They look to have some kind of weird, it's almost a square cubic base of some kind of structure that they have built completely out of sticks and branches. And one of them kind of stands, his arms outstretched, and he just says, "Strahd is the land." And that's where we're going to end it this evening.
Ooh!
Creepy.
Strahd is the land.
This was a lot of fun.
This was a good one. I feel like this was a good one.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Very good.
I'm glad you guys. I hope you guys didn't think I was like trying to force you into a confrontation. I was just I was doing my best to just play the character, and as much as I wanted to do the combat. I mean, the charm ended after an hour. Of course, he'd be mad about that.
Right. Oh yeah, yeah. And he would go and get help and get more guards and just try to drive us out of town.
Right, that was kind of my thing. I hope no one
Yeah.
feels like I was being a cheapo DM. But
I
yeah,
need to change up my tactics, guys.
I think you need to stop changing into a horse just to carry a cart.
Carry a cart
mean-
just so Viola doesn't have to walk.
I'm always ready for combat if I'm carrying the cart, though.
True. Are you really gonna use a combat horse? Because I respect that.
I mean, the draft horse is pretty beefy, so I mean,
Yeah. Okay. Well, if nobody's got an issue, are you guys good to go next week,
I
the
think
25th?
yeah, I don't see a problem for me.
Correct.
absolutely.
Mike? Mike? If you are speaking, we cannot hear you, friendo.
We
Oh.
lost you forever. Yeah, I think he's good to go.
Okay. We will find out if something comes up. Let me know. But until then, expect to play the 25th.
Yay!
Hello.
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 Yeah, so I've been talking for a while, and I was like, they're all interrupting me, and that's kind of, I guess I'm talking too much. And then, like,
And just suddenly
yeah, I
you're like,
couldn't hear me
"Talk
that whole
more."
time. Wait, did you guys hear me say I've got a fish?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say, like, oh, alright, no, okay. I wanted to know how far back
And
that went,
then
'cause,
you
like,
said something about druids prepare their spells with panic attacks, and then that was the last thing I remember you
Yep.
saying.
oh no, I've been talking the whole time.
Some of the
Maybe
good
Discord
jokes
was just
are
telling
just
me to
gone now.
fucking cut it out, huh?
Wait, did you hear the epilogue for the episode?
Yeah, I did. It was
Okay,
really good.
cool.
I liked it a lot. I could hear everything. I just couldn't say anything.
Okay. I wasn't
I am
gonna
good.
repeat it for you.
My schedule's perfect next week. We're all good.
Okay. Cool.
So,
Cool.
This was awesome.
Yay.
I love you.
in addition, while I have everybody here,
Oh, here we go.
what do you guys feel about the class jam?
I don't know if Amy knows about that yet.
Well, introduce Dan. Come on.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Fine. Long story short, me and Mike have decided to do like a short little thing just as a creative exercise where a theme is introduced and we make a subclass for a class based around that theme.
For instance, oozes.
Mike
Like, if
really
that
wants
was
it
the
to be
theme.
oozes.
If that was the theme, then we would all make a subclass we feel would connect to oozes in a fun way. But we're gonna get a random third party, to just pick a theme, and then we're gonna all have like an allotted amount of time, like a game jam, to come up with something and put it together and then present it to the class.
I have considered the invitation to be that impartial third party, and I will accept.
Oh, yay!
Oh.
I know what the theme is gonna be.
I'm gonna hold over all the blackmail
All right.
I have on you.
Well, you can't. You can't tell us because we have to go into a completely
Yeah.
I
completely
know.
blind.
Yeah, so when do we want to start this, if you were interested? Are you interested?
Very. Yes.
Awesome. All right.
Yes, I'm
Well-
already thinking up possible, like, you say oozes, and so I'm thinking every other,
Yeah, that's why we can't do oozes, because we've all thought about the ooze
yeah,
one now.
yeah.
And then what we could do is, are you guys sharing them together after a specific time, or are they all going to get sent to me? Or
So
what's
we don't need a
happening?
full weekend for this, do we?
Monday and Tuesdays are full for me, so I wouldn't have time during the day or after work, so, possibly, like, I would like 2 days.
Fair.
So yeah, how about I announce it on Friday, and
Oh.
you guys
And then Monday before the game, we just send
Yes.
we send our links to each other.
Yeah,
And
that
then-
works perfect.
So
Yeah.
Friday morning, I'll post something here in the chat saying this is your objective if you choose to accept it or whatever.
Oh, I'm
And
so
then
excited
the
about that.
deadline will be like what, like just before our game on Monday.
Yeah, until the game on Monday night.
Yeah.
And
Nice.
I think during the jam, you're perfectly acceptable to come in and be like, hey, I came up with this. What do you guys think? And, like, it's fun to cooperate and have a good time. But I think the initial moment, the initial sparks of interest and intrigue should really be, like, us separately coming up with our ideas and then seeing how close we get to each other. Because that could be kind of fun, you know?
Mhm.
I have a couple recommendations for theme ideas, like for guidelines for what the theme should be. I think it should be limited to one word, and I think it should be limited to very evocative stuff. And I'm going to do another example that we now can't use. Ooze is one example. Maybe fossil would be another example. You know, like come up with a very like a one word that packs a lot of punch
Okay.
creatively.
Like coffee.
Yeah, like coffee, but it's coffee. Kind of. Oh, Andrew,
I will
fun.
come up with something majestic.
Oh man, I just thought of like an archaeologist wizard.
I know, right? Or a fossil bloodline sorcerer, like a dino bloodline sorcerer.
Dino bloodline.
Dino bloodline. Oh my
See,
God.
this is why I enjoyed the idea of
Stego
this, like,
sorcerer.
this exercise. It just really gets the blood pumping creatively.
Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Is there? What's our? Well, we're not really judging. We're just sharing funny shit.
Would anybody like to play Jackbox, or does everybody have to go to bed?
I have to get going.
I have to go to bed
Shoot.
because I got work at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, I got to get up late, a little bit early, and I've got a few adult things to do before bed. So, but
Wow.
yeah.
Mm.
What? What?
Is it naked yoga?
Yeah. There's
like, good
there's
for
some
you,
yoga
I
in
just-
there too.
we just met. I don't know.
All right, night, y'all. Thank you so much, Chris.
No problem, guys. You guys have been great and perfect and great and wonderful and perfect and great. And I'll keep in touch throughout the week. So if you need anything, let me know, and I'll talk to you guys then.
Okay, you've been great too, and perfect and great, and this will be up in a few minutes.
Chris, you're great as a DM. You're great.
Thank you. I'll talk to you guys soon.